You're listening to 110 Broadcasting. No one gets you closer to the game.
And we are here live at Canton Middle School. This building is 89 years old. It's David Stiles along with Craig Messer, your color commentator for this contest. We've got Canton Middle School taking on the 110 rival in Bethel Middle School. And Craig, I don't think there's anyone alive right now that lives in Haywood County that has not experienced some portion of a Canton versus Bethel rivalry in some capacity. I mean, this has been, it's almost a 200-year-old county. These schools have been in existence for almost 100 years. Like I said, this gym is 89 years old.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's a long time. 89-year-old gym, that's pretty impressive. How old's Bethel's, I wonder? Probably pretty close to the same.
Pretty close. I mean, that gym, that school was built a little bit after Canton Middle School's facilities here, and I know that the county has thought about updating this school, and so, you know, what would happen to it? Where would they go? Because it's a very strange building. It's three floors,
yep.
And so you've got the gym kind of in this top section of the school, and then everything else is below it, and it's just a strange setup, and you don't see these types of schools anywhere.
No, you really don't. And they were built to be high schools too, for one thing. This one was specifically. I don't know how much of the high school was tore down at one point, but I mean, like at Bethel, some of it was. So Bethel used to be upper layer too. They used to have upstairs. There's not one anymore. They had a lot more facilities when it was the high school. But, you got to think about how this rivalry, think about it back then. Before there was Pisgah, I'm sure these two were at each other's throats.
Yeah, and
they were high school rivals. It's a lot different. And it continues now, They go from being rivals, though, to teammates. Which is a very cool.
It
is cool.
Dynamic and I mean, it bragging rights. You're playing your sister, you're playing your brother.
Literally playing your brother or sister.
And you're going to go to Pisgah, and then you're part of what I consider to be one of the best rivalries in North Carolina with Pisgah versus Tuscola.
Right.
And you get to be a part of that great rivalry.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of strange. I have an interesting perspective on this because I went to Bethel.
Yep.
I played against Canton. I've played at Pisgah, but I've also coached basketball and softball in this environment because I was an employee at Bethel Middle School for a little while. And to me, there's nothing that you circle on the calendar for your athletic year bigger than playing Canton and then Waynesville.
Right. That's it. That's the top. And we get to experience it right now here in a minute.
Yeah.
One more time. It's been a long time since I've watched one of these games. But they're always good. They're always competitive.
You can throw the records out.
Yeah.
Records don't really matter at this point. I know the Canton girls, in years past, they've been very strong. This year they're struggling a little bit. A 1-7, 1-8 record. I think they played Waynesville last night. And then the Bethel girls are coming into this contest 3-4. So Bethel a little bit stronger than the Canton girls right now. I know the Pisgah girls having a great season up the hill from us here. And then the boys, they're kind of middle of the road right now as far as Pisgah goes, but we'll take a couple of spots of break here. We're getting ready for the fifth quarter for this girls game, and we'll come back and share a little bit more of the action with you here at Canton Middle School.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my #1 priority. I know that my truck has huge blind spots. That's why I remember to check my mirrors often for smaller vehicles. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're behind the wheel, try to avoid lingering in those blind spots. It can be dangerous. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
The United States Deputy Sheriff's Association is a national nonprofit and the largest non-governmental provider of services to law enforcement. The USDSA assists city, county, state, and federal agencies with free safety equipment donations and officer survival training, along with cash donations to families of law enforcement officers who perish in the line of duty, college scholarships for the children of law enforcement, a citizen awareness program, and more. For more information on the USDSA and how you can help, visit usdeputy.org.
You're listening to 110 Broadcasting. Now let's go back courtside. Here's David Stiles.
And welcome back, David Stiles along with Craig Messer. And don't forget, if you're listening on the stream, 110 Broadcasting, like, comment, share, subscribe. And we've got six people watching right now. Go ahead and leave us a comment or something there. We'll discuss it. And we're going to do a roster rundown right here. I think Craig's going to take the Canton girls. Go ahead, Craig.
Let's go with it. All right, number 10 is Maddie Plummer. Number 11, Natalie Gribben. Number 12, Allie Smith. Number 13, Hannah Francis. Number 14, Delaney
Pfeiffer.
Number 15, Holly Henderson. Number 20, Ellis Pfeiffer. Number 21, Casey Gentry. Number 22, Kinsley Snipes. Number 23, Shaylee Parker. Number 24, Lena Burke. Number 25, Madison Borgs. Number 30, Brooklyn Bryson. Number 31, Jalen Redmond. And number 32, Aliva Ledford. They are coached by Joshua Simmons and Maggie McCracken.
And for those Bethel girls, at 0, Peyton Parker, wearing the number 1, Sophia Morgan. Number 2, Aaliyah Messer. And 4, Kendall Inman. Wearing the number 5 tonight, Molly Watson. The number 10, Jade Cody. Kate Franklin, she's in number 12. Sadie Laddermilk in the number 14. Number 20, we've got Savannah Morgan. Number 24, Paisley Jones. And number 30, Lily Fleming. That rounds out the Bethel girls. We're getting ready for the 5th quarter here in a couple of minutes. And, you know, like we said earlier, both of these clubs, they're under 500. But, I mean, you never know. We could see some points go up on the board tonight, Craig.
I hope so. I want to see some scoring. But you never know. It might be a hard-fought defensive battle.
I mean,
we don't know. We don't know what to expect.
In years past, I know that Canton always likes to play a good man-to-man defense. Bethel, they kind of go back and forth. I remember when I was in middle school, Sherry West was the coach out there, and she ran a lot of man-to-man, but then also a good 2-3 zone and a little bit of a motion offense. So
Sherry was a good coach. You know, she was an assistant coach on that girls state championship team at Pisgah. I always felt like she knew her stuff, and I don't know if girls always listen to her the way they probably should have, but I think she knew her stuff pretty good. What's interesting, you know, there's a lot more continuality here at Canton Middle School when it comes to basketball than at Bethel. I know Bethel has run through a multitude of coaches, I feel like, really with the girls and the boys. I feel like the girls coach right now has been here quite a few years, though.
Coach Green,
feels like she's been around longer than most. You know, Canton Middle School, I know Coach Simmons has been coaching the girls for a pretty good number of years. I don't know exactly, but it's been a while. And then Coach Steve Ledford was here from 93 to 2020. And with his unfortunate passing last year, his son has taken over. And, you know, that program has been very good. The boys program has been really impressive at Canton Middle School during his entire time here.
Yeah, for a number of years, even back to when I was playing in middle school, and that was, 2000 and, 4, 5?
Yeah.
That's been a while ago.
Yeah.
Canton was always a very, very good team. And, I mean, it's very hard-pressed to find a year that they're really down. So we're getting ready for some action now here on the court. We've got 8 minutes up on the board, and we're going to rise for the national anthem here at Canton Middle School. some minor technical difficulties. So with that being said, we're going to take a few more breaks and we'll get started here in a second.
Remember the last time your family visited the forest? It's a place of wonder and imagination for the whole family, where stories come to life. And it's closer than you think. Ready to plan your next visit? Make the forest part of your story today at a local park near you, or find one at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So after a few minor difficulties, the principal, Casey Crook, here at Canton Middle School said, you know what, let's just call an audible, and everyone knows the words. We'll just a cappella this.
That was a pretty cool moment.
It was. The whole community, and I think that's important to remember, that this Haywood County community is pretty, they're pretty hyped up over their sports.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they all come together when need be.
Absolutely. That's probably something you wouldn't have seen at a lot of schools.
No.
So that's pretty neat.
And looks like we're getting ready for some fifth quarter action. We'll call some play-by-play here in a second. They're going to put 8 minutes up on the clock. It'll be a running 8 minutes, and it'll give us a chance to get warmed up, I guess you could say, Craig.
Here we go.
And Bethel inbounds the ball, top of the key. I'm going to throw it over to the right side. Looks like that's over to Franklin. Franklin drives in, and it gets stolen away. And trap the carrier, the ball handler, and now it's on the floor, rolling over to the right side, picked up by Canton. Looks like that is Gentry. She picks up her dribble, top of the key. Now over to Plummer. Plummer dribbles to the right side, over to Gentry. She stops, looks at a shot, no good. Pump fake. Gentry inside on the right, back outside to Gentry. Plummer shoots, no good. Rebound is controlled by Morgan, going the other direction for Bethel. They are going from right to left on your radio dial. Long skip pass over to the other wing, and it's off of the fingertips of, I can't see her number. She's got a very long ponytail.
2.
Looks like that is Messer, as Canton now controls the ball.
Oh. And
passes in and out of her hands. And you're saying, hey, the clock's not working. I know, I didn't start it. So, got about 7 minutes left. And it's stolen. Back to the top of the key. Controlling it now is Borgs. She passes it back over to Gentry. Down to Plummer. She drives on the right side. Shot is up, no good. Rebound controlled by Morgan. And there's going to be a foul called on number 25, Madison Borgs. It'll be Bethel basketball as they inbound it on the right sideline. They pass that in to Messer. She picks up her dribble, passes it over to Franklin, and there's going to be a jump ball, and that'll be Canton basketball.
Now, one interesting thing that's different than when we were in middle school, 6th graders can play.
Yeah, I know that they've changed that rule here in recent years.
So I'm wondering how many, we don't have the grades of these players. That would be curious to know
And here's a triple by Gentry, in and out.
It was a nice looking shot.
Controlled by Morgan. She drives down the other side. Long entry pass to Jones, and she can't control it. It'll be out of bounds. So it'll be Canton basketball. Inbounded to the ball handler. This time is Borgs, dribbling down the right side. She stops, picks up her dribble, throws it over to Plummer. Plummer back outside to Gentry. Her shot up, no good. Off of the shoelaces of Sophia Morgan, and it'll stay Canton Bear basketball. 5:30 left to go here in the first period. Inbounded to Gentry. She picked up her dribble. Now she's going to reverse it over to Plummer, and it swings all the way across to Francis. Plummer picks it back up. A lot of pressure right here from the Bethel defenders as they're in a 2-3 zone. Back outside now to Borgs. Borgs around the horn. Here's the shot.
There you go.
From Gentry, and it's good.
Very nice shot from Gentry. Good ball movement.
Messer now with the basketball, drives to the right side. Skip pass up to the top of the key for Franklin. She pump fakes, drives to the middle of the lane. It rims in and out, and it's going to be controlled by Canton, and there'll be a jump ball. And it'll stay Bethel basketball. They're going to inbound underneath their own basket just to the right of the cup. They break. She's going to try to fling it out to the left side. Off by Gentry, going the other direction. Bethel gets back in defense, picks up her dribble. She's looking, pass over to Plummer. Plummer shoots again from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded this time by number 24, Jones. And there's going to be a foul that time by Borgs as Franklin tried to bring it up the court. It'll be Bethel basketball. 4 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. They inbound it to Messer. She's going to drive over on that right side. She fumbles the basketball, and it's going to be picked up by Plummer.
Another jump ball here.
How many is that? That's like 4.
That's a few. Both teams are being very aggressive and getting after it. Has there been any fouls called? I'm not sure. I think there's probably been a couple, but I don't know if they've been called.
Pass over now to Bryson. Kick down inside to Parker. Her shot no good. Controlled by Bethel. Franklin streaking up the right side. She reverses, going to the left. At the top of the key, picks up her dribble, looking for someone to pass to. Gentry there in defense, and it's swiped away by Borgs. Going the other direction. She stops, pass inside to Plummer, and it just can't be handled. That was a good look there with the little transition basketball.
I think Borgs could have probably got in the lane and scored right there. She picked it up a little early, but a lot of this time is for them to learn, and I think, get some game time experience. Ooh. That was a little...
That was a full-on body check there as Messer tried to drive over on the right side. Bethel inbound right in front of the Canton bench. And they're going to have a little bit of a substitution here. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in this fifth quarter. Inbounding pass, skip pass inside. And they're going to try to throw it back out, and it is to Franklin. Franklin's going to reverse. She's at the top of the key, now dribbling right, picks up her dribble, passes it over to Messer. Messer picks up her dribble inside. Here's a shot, and it rattles in. There's 2 for Bethel. They're all tied up. 2:27 left to go here in this fifth quarter. Gentry at the top of the key, pass over this time to Borgs. Borgs with a 3, no good. And she follows the shot and gets her own rebound, but it's tied up by Messer, so that'll be a jump ball as well.
I will say Borgs has been very active in this game.
Yeah, and just in this fifth quarter.
All over the place. A lot of energy.
Messer at the top of the key, picks up her dribble, tries to pass it over
Borgs
to Franklin, and Borgs is all over it.
Yeah.
A lot of tenacity from this young lady tonight. Yeah. It'll be another jump ball, no surprise.
Substitute.
As it looks like
number 32 has entered the game.
And also looks like 23, Shaylee Parker, in as well. Plummer, top of the key. Pass over to Parker. She wasn't ready for it, out of bounds. It'll be Bethel basketball. About 1:27 left to go. And the clock's a little bit behind. We'll try to catch up here.
Oh, she threw it, not paying. Oh, she got it anyway.
Go ahead, Craig. Do some play-by-play.
Number 12 for Bethel. Dribbling. Let's see. Wide open, number 30 on the outside. Shot by number 1. Rebound by number 20. Get in there.
No good.
No good. Bouncing around the ball. I don't have everybody's name.
Back
Sorry,
outside to Messer.
Can't.
She pulls a deep one in and out.
Another
Controlled
rebound
by
with
Bethel.
Get in there, 20.
That's Savannah Morgan. Put up a couple of different shots.
Bethel had a few good looks right there. The basket just couldn't get one to fall.
And looks like we're coming up on about 30 seconds left to go here. And now it's passed over to Redmond. Redmond trying to post up her defender. Back outside to Plummer. Plummer now dribbling right on the baseline. She's going to be trapped by 2 Bethel defenders and another jump ball.
Wow. Nope. No. That's not right. It should be Bethel ball.
Redmond to inbound. It's passed off of Plummer's knee. Redmond picks it back up. Shot up. No good. As it's controlled Fleming with her shot. It's tipped. Finally pulled down by Fleming, and that's the quarter here for this first one. All tied up, 2-2.
All tied up 2-2, but that call was wrong at the end. That jump ball should have went to Bethel. Bethel should have had a shot to win.
And now we're going to get ready for the real contest. I'm already out of breath, Craig.
Can you believe it, David? I'm disappointed in that ref. No, I'm just playing. But, yeah, the real thing's about to start. This is exciting. That was fun.
It's always even when driving in here, because I live in the Charlotte area now, but I grew up in Haywood County, and there's just something about getting off exit 37.
Yeah.
There off of 40, and you're driving down into Canton, and you get down into the middle of town, and I don't know, I get very romantic about it. I don't know, my heart stirred. I can't explain it.
See, I still live in the area, so I get to experience it every day, but I agree. I understand what you mean.
We're going to take another little quick break right here as the teams are warming up again. They had a pretty long warm-up session to begin when we first got here. We've been here since about 4 o'clock. And Bethel now, Canton also, they're on the court doing some layups as they get ready for this impending contest. So we'll take another – oh, go ahead.
Let me add something real quick. All you listeners out there, we've got a few of y'all listening and watching. Give us a comment. Give us a chat. Get the chat going. Let's have some dialogue with y'all.
Yeah.
We'll answer your questions. Send us a question or two. Tell us who you are. We might know you. Let's get some chat going on here. Come on, guys. Enjoy these commercials.
Yeah, enjoy these commercials.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So, turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now, I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org, brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council. You know, I grew up hearing that women are...
Welcome back to 110 Broadcasting. The game is underway. Let's go courtside with David Stiles.
And welcome back. We're having the starting lineups for both of these clubs. It'll be Bethel first. And looks like we've got a couple of starters out already. And tonight it is going to be number 0, Peyton Parker. Number 5, Molly Watson. Number 10, Jade Cody. Number 14, Sadie Laddermilk. And I think I missed one. I think it's also number 4, Kendall Inman. And for Canton, it looks like we're going to have number 14, Delana Pfeiffer. Number 20, Ellis Pfeiffer. Number 12, Allie Smith. Number 22, Kinsley Snipes. And number 30, Brooklyn Bryson. We got 6 minutes up on the clock, Craig. We're about ready to have a real contest here.
I'm getting nervous.
No,
not really.
not.
No, I'm not at all. I'm excited, actually. This is going to be a fun time.
And just this level of basketball to me is so interesting to watch because you see the development.
Yeah.
I mean, high school is kind of its own thing, and then you go to college and you see the college game, and then I don't much like watching pros. I
No,
think
me
a little bit of it is because the Hornets are so bad, and LaMelo Ball injured his ankle again, which is the 3rd time this season. And at this point, I'm just saying tank. Try to get the lottery pick. Try to get it. But I don't think it's going to happen. The Hornets never have any luck with that. We could have our name in that little hopper 100 times and never come up with the first pick selection in the NBA lottery.
Because it's rigged. They don't want you to have the first pick.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot of conspiracy about the NBA draft and if it's rigged or not. Have you seen any of
No,
that?
I have not seen any
You need to
of
look
that.
up, I think it was the year, it was 80-something. Patrick Ewing was coming out, and you had the
Looks
Knicks,
like
right?
Jeffrey's YouTube said, "Sup, Craig?"
Hey, Jeffrey, how are you? Thanks for listening in.
Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight here at 110 Broadcasting.
The Knicks have been terrible for a long
Yeah,
time.
for a long time.
They're terrible now, which is that's just what they do, right? They suck. But Patrick Ewing coming out of Georgetown, he was a big deal, right? So the story goes that they froze the envelopes, all right?
Really?
And they put the envelopes in this thing. And if you watch that draft, there's a little crease in one of the envelopes, and that's the envelope that Stern pulls out. And it was the Knicks. So some people say they froze the envelopes, creased that one so it would stay creased because it was frozen, and that caused the Knicks, because the Knicks are a big name team, a big NBA deal.
Well, it's better if they are if they are good. It is better for basketball.
It's better for basketball. But that makes me question, why haven't they cheated since?
Oh, here we go. This is. I was trying to figure out what the holdup was, and it was because our officials were not here yet, and
we have just one.
We have a singular official. Also, I want to give a big shout out to the AD here at Canton. That is the coach of the girls, Joshua Simmons, and the principal here, Casey Crook, for letting us come and broadcast tonight. It's a pleasure. Looks like the 2 players that are going to square off at center court are Brooklyn Bryson and Jade Cody. And we're about ready to get this one underway.
I'll tell you, there's just one ref. I can't imagine being one ref doing a game to myself.
And here we go. It is tipped by Cody and controlled by Bethel. And that'll be Molly Watson with the handle. She dribbles over to the right side, and they didn't see the defender behind her, and it's almost stolen, but it'll be out of bounds on Canton after a hustle play. And he's finally getting his shirt on. He's like, wait, hold on. I'm not ready. It'll be Bethel basketball. Inbounding is Inman. She throws it in to Watson. Watson looks to be the point guard for this group tonight as Cody tries to set her a pick. Watson drives in, little floater in the lane, up and no good. Controlled by Canton. And Cody there for the defense, all over the place, and it's tipped, but still controlled by Bryson. Now inside to Bryson. She tries to power dribble, up no good. Shot up by Pfeiffer, and it's in for Canton. Their first to strike tonight, 2 points on the board.
This is very intense so far.
Pick set up
They've come
top.
out ready to play.
Cody with the handle. She drives in, and there's going to be a foul. And I didn't catch who that was on, as Cody's going to go to the line for a pair of free throws.
22, I think, is what he just held up. 22, it looked like. So we got Kinsley Snipes with 1 foul, it appears.
As Cody gets ready to shoot these foul shots. First one is up and good.
Second one.
She missed the first one, I assume.
Yeah.
Canton now with the basketball. They come across half court. Pass over to the wing. That's controlled by Pfeiffer. She looks inside, tried to get it to Bryson, and it's in and out of her hands. It'll be Bethel basketball. Inbounded to Cody. She dribbles it up the court, looking left. She picks up a screen from Inman, still going left. Bethel slow playing right now. Little crossover between the legs. Now dribbling right in the lane. Pass outside. Back to Watson. Now to Inman. Watson now on the inside. Pass outside to Laddermilk. Her shot up, no good. Rebounded by Inman. She's trying to find an outlet. Back to Laddermilk. Clanks off the rim. Again with almost another rebound. Ball bouncing around. Cody with it. Up and good. Point guard for this group will be Smith. She passes it over to Snipes. Snipes looking inside pass to Pfeiffer. Her shot no good, and then she's going to bounce it down inside to Bryson, up and in.
Very well executed right there. I'm not really sure why Canton Middle is calling a timeout that quick. I thought that was a good offensive possession. Maybe something on defense they want to adjust.
So far, pretty even. I mean, we've seen a lot of shots go up. It looks like Cody's definitely the main ball handler, and I think Bethel's go-to. But Inman also very strong. Molly Watson, very strong handling the basketball as well. Laddermilk just couldn't find the rim there. 2 shots from her, up and no good. But Bethel, very strong rebounding team so far.
Cody seems really athletic too. Got some nice length for middle school. Yeah, you don't always have that.
Inman inbounds it to Cody. She drives over to the right side, pass to Watson. She's going to drive to the right, top of the key now. Picks it up, does a floater in the lane, shot no good. And it's going to be controlled by Parker. And she kicks it back outside to Inman. Parker now trying to set up a screen for Watson on the right side, over to Laddermill. Stolen, back up top to Cody. Cody looking inside, little pump fake pass. Now she's going to drive right, picks up a screen from Watson. Watson again flips back around, does another screen. Here's the shot by Cody, no good. Laddermilk there for the rebound, kicks it back outside to Watson. She pulls a 3, and it's in.
That was a good shot.
Bethel leading 6-4. 3:19 left to go. Inside to Bryson, her shot up and good. Cody now with the basketball, going the other direction for the Blue Devils. She stops at the top of the key. Parker there to set a screen. She drives right, middle of the lane, pulls up left-handed shot, good for Cody.
Seen a little scoring outburst right here, David.
Yeah. Now we've got Smith bringing it up. She passes it over to Pfeiffer. Here's Bryson on the inside trying to clear some room with the elbows. Bounce pass over to the side for Pfeiffer, up and good. Again, that's Delaney Pfeiffer on the score, as we've got Delaney and Ellis both on the court for Canton. Here is Watson driving in on the right side, pass out to Laddermilk. She's going to throw it over to Parker. Parker shoots. It clanks off the right side, rebounded by Bryson, going the other direction. She stops, pulls back a little bit, kicks it over to Pfeiffer. She drives in, and that's going to be a double dribble.
Did you see that?
2:18 left to go here in the first quarter.
I'm not sure about that call.
As Watson is going to walk the ball across half court for the Blue Devils. Cody with a little fake screen as she cuts off. Laddermilk standing at that right wing. She receives the pass, looks back outside to Watson. Watson top of the key. They're going to slow play. Parker with a good screen. Watson still backing up. She's being guarded by number 20. That's Ellis Pfeiffer. She reverses now over to the left side. Does a little crossover in the lane. Shot up, clanks out, and it's going to be rebounded by Snipes as Canton pushes ahead. Back down to Pfeiffer on the right side. She drives in, jump stop, no good. Back outside to Bryson. Bryson with the shot, up, no good. Rebounded by Snipes. She power dribbles, kicks back outside to Smith. Her shot, no good. Bryson down low, still trying to control the rebound. Bethel's all over it, and they finally go to the ground, and that'll be a jump ball.
Whew. A lot on that right there.
And it looks like the possession arrow will be Canton.
Number 21 from, did she sub in?
Yes, she did sub in. That is Casey Gentry.
Casey Gentry for number 30,
That is Brooklyn Bryson. Passes into Snipes. She kicks it back outside to Smith. Smith trying to get some traction. Outside to Gentry for the 3. Clanks off the rim, but the rebound is controlled by Smith. She picks it up. Bethel's there, and it's kicked back outside to Ellis. Pfeiffer now inside to the other Pfeiffer, and now up and out, and it's almost going to be out of bounds, and they're going to say she stepped on the end line.
Yep, it's a good call.
As there's 59 seconds left to go here in the first period. It's kind of hard to keep up with the clock. We're back and forth. We've got the score right. It is 8-8. Cody now, top of the key. She's going to try to pick up a screen from Parker. She dribbles into the middle of the lane, kicks back outside to Laddermilk. She kicks it inside to Parker. Now Watson with it at the top of the key. She's on that right wing. Laddermilk in the corner. She's going to come up and set a screen. She dribbles over inside to Parker right at the foul line. She's up and no good. As it's tried to control, and there's going to be a scrap for it on the ground as Ellis Pfeiffer dives for it, and it'll be, I think, Canton basketball. They're going to, or excuse me, Bethel basketball. They're going to inbound it over on the right side. 31 seconds left to go. They inbound it to Watson. Top of the key. Parker's going to set her screen, dribbling left, inside the middle of the lane, outside to Laddermilk. Laddermilk shot up and blocked.
Big block by 22, Kinsley Snipes.
Bethel will inbound underneath their own basket, outside to Cody. Cody dribbling in. She puts up a shot. It rattles in and out. Controlled by Gentry. Laddermilk there to tie it up. 14 seconds left to go, as it'll be Canton basketball. We're all tied up 8-8.
Brooklyn Bryson coming back in for Kinsley Snipes.
As they inbound to Smith.
I got a feeling she's going to get the ball.
Smith inbound pass to Ellis Pfeiffer. Ellis Pfeiffer down to Gentry. She can't control it, looking for somewhere to go.
Yep.
Inside pass. There's Cody for the steal, going the other direction. And she doesn't have enough time. That will not count, as it's the end of the first quarter, and we've got a tie ball game, Craig, 8-8.
I've seen middle school games that didn't score this much, so we're seeing some scoring. That's good.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
The gentle reminder that civilization is held together by pipes, wires, and cables. It's true. There are over 5 million miles of gas lines, power lines, fiber optic lines, water lines, and sewer lines, all buried beneath your feet. And every 60 seconds, somebody digs into one. Look, if you're thinking about digging around, do yourself a favor and call 811 first, just to find out what's down there. Trust me, you don't want to find out the hard way. Call or click 811 before you dig, and visit safeexcavator.com for more info.
Remember the last time your family visited the forest? It's a place of wonder and imagination for the whole family, where stories come to life. And it's closer than you think. Ready to plan your next visit? Make the forest part of your story today at a local park near you, or find one at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
And we're back here at Canton Middle School. Cody with the ball at the top of the key. She reverses, hands it over to Watson.
What would you call this defense by Canton?
It's kind of a matchup 2-3.
That's what I was thinking.
Ladder inside, and it's up and good on the try. That was Kendall Inman.
That was a really good take.
So that'll be 2 for Bethel, and she'll get a chance for a three-point play.
I think Bethel needs to work the ball a little more to the middle. Right below the foul line, I feel like Cody's got a shot every time she gets there, but she seems to want to pass every time.
Shot is up and no good. It's going to be tried to control by Laddermilk. And it'll be a jump ball, and I think it will stay with Bethel. Possession arrow now pointing toward Canton. That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Bethel got the ball to start the quarter.
Yep.
So it's Canton basketball. Smith now controlling it for the Bears. She comes across half court, picks up her dribble, tries to get her pass over to Pfeiffer. Now inside as they try to get it to Bryson, and it'll be out of bounds. That'll be Bethel basketball. As it's inbounded to Cody. Bethel going to the left. They're wearing the all royal blue tonight. Inside pass to Parker, back outside to Watson. Watson looking inside pass to Inman. She can't control it cleanly, and Bryson's there in defense. It's going to be knocked away as she picks it up, and it's going to be another jump ball, and this time it will be Bethel basketball.
Got to kick that back out. Had a perimeter player right there.
Inman now passes it outside to Watson. Watson dribbling over to the right side. She's going to pick up a screen from Parker, reverses her dribble, No one really on this left side for Bethel. Inside pass to Parker. She turns, shoots. It rattles in and out. Going to be controlled by Bryson as it goes the other way for the Bears. A little crossover dribble here on the right. Inside pass to Pfeiffer. Her shot up, no good. Controlled by Bryson. She's surrounded by 3 Blue Devil defenders. Back outside. Shot is up and good for Canton. That was Ellis Pfeiffer on the 2 points. It's all tied, 10-10. Watson now coming across half court, picks up a screen from Cody. She dribbles left and then reverses back to the right. Picks up another screen from Cody, driving left, little spin move right at the foul line. Shot up, no good, controlled, and it's going to be shot and blocked as Inman was the one that had the rebound, and then she tried to put it right back up, and it was swatted out of bounds by Bryson. It'll be Bethel basketball underneath their own goal just to the left of the hoop. And they're going to inbound it to Cody. Cody inside. Pass is deflected. She gets it back. Pass over to the other side. Laddermilk wide open. Her shot no good. And it's going to be pushed out of bounds again, this time by Canton, as I think that was Snipes tried to save it, and she was already stepping out of bounds. So it'll be Bethel basketball. They break outside to Parker. She passes it back outside to Inman. Or Watson. I get those two confused. Here's Watson with the 3. Shot no good. Rebound fought for, controlled by Snipes. Outlet pass to Pfeiffer. She's trying to pick it up, driving over on the right side. Cody there for the steal, and it's going to be in and out of her hands, and it's going to be Bethel basketball. Inman now to inbound. She gets it into Cody. Top of the key for the Lady Devils. Picks up a screen from Parker. She backs back up almost to center court right at the big CMS logo. Driving over to the left side. Inside pass in and out of the hands. Parker's there to control it. Now over to Watson. Watson looking in, and she tries to sling it across court, and that's out of reach to everybody. So that's a turnover by Watson, and she tried to get it down low to Inman there on the block.
Cody's got a shot every time she takes that first defender. She's getting around the first defender really easy. I'm not sure why they're not just pulling it every time.
Pfeiffer now with the basketball, drives in on the right side. Parker there in defense, and Cody's there as well. Inside to Bryson. Bryson tries to throws it into Snipes, and that'll be out of her hands as she dives for it on the ground, and it'll be out of bounds on Canton Bethel basketball.
This Bethel defense is everywhere.
This 2-3 is very aggressive.
Everywhere. They are not giving Canton any looks, hardly.
Cody top of the key right at the CMS logo at Coach Stephen Ledford court. She passes it inside to Laddermilk. Inman with the shot, no good, rebounded by Bryson. And Bethel is there to tie it up. And there's going to be a foul call on Peyton Parker. That'll be her first.
We've not had many fouls this entire game, really. Where are we at?
As Canton now inbounds it, as Brooklyn will take it up the court. She passes it over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer back to Snipes. Snipes now over to the other Pfeiffer. Her shot up and no good, and it's going to be out of the hands of the Canton rebounder as Laddermilk was there trying to get the rebound, and it'll be Bethel basketball. And looks like we're going to have a timeout by Coach Green. 2:44 left to go here in the second period. Things all tied up, 10-10. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to 110 Broadcasting.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to 110 Broadcasting. No one gets you closer to the game.
And welcome back. David Stiles along with Craig Messer after that full timeout by Coach Green. Bethel has the basketball as Watson brings it up the court. Dribbling now over to the right side. She picks up a screen from Parker. Pass over to the left side to Cody. She dribbles in, tries to get it into Inman. And Bryson there with the steal going the other way for the Bears. Jump stop, loses her footing. And he's going to say that she walked as she tried to do a little jump stop and put it up on the right side.
I would agree. lost her footing there, but she sped down that court.
Bethel now with the basketball. Watson driving on the right side. Kick outside to Laddermilk, and it's stolen away by Smith, going the other direction as she tries to pass it ahead for Pfeiffer. That is Ellis Pfeiffer. And it's no good as it goes out of bounds. Bethel with the basketball.
Too fast the past two possessions.
Cody, top of the key. She picks up a screen from Parker. Parker, not the biggest young lady out there. I think probably the smallest lady on the court right now, but she sets some pretty aggressive screens.
She is setting those screens.
Watson basketball, top of the key. She's looking inside. The two post players are out on the wings. Here's Laddermilk. She's going to try to kick it out to the front, and it's thrown out to Delaney Pfeiffer. She jump stops, and it's up and in for the Bears.
We finally have a score change, or lead change, rather.
I think this is the first time Canton has led since they first scored the first 2 points of the game.
I believe so.
Cody with the basketball, driving left. A little pass inside to Inman, and it's no good. And it's going to be controlled this time by Ellis Pfeiffer, driving down the left side. Now back outside to Smith. Smith's going to reverse to Delaney Pfeiffer. She does a little dribble, and the defense by Bethel is just smothering. Now kicked back outside to Ellis Pfeiffer. Her shot up, no good. It was tipped. Inside to Snipes. Her shot up, no good. Still fighting for control of the basketball. Outside to Delaney Pfeiffer. Her shot bounces off the front of the rim. She picks up her own rebound, drives right. Inside to Bryson. Shot up and good.
Ooh.
Canton now, 4-point advantage as Watson brings it back up the court right across halfway now at the CMS logo. Parker there to pick up a screen, and they wisely spread everything out. Cody's going to go to the middle as she cuts across to the right side. Here's a screen for Watson, and looks like Delaney Pfeiffer is guarding her very closely. She picks up another screen from Parker. Now over to Parker, and it's out of bounds.
Yep, I was about to say.
And
Coach
another
Green
timeout by Coach Green.
She needs a timeout.
And the way this contest has been going right now, we'll keep it here for this one. I feel like 4 points, it might as well be 8 or 9.
Yeah, I mean, we had 8-8 after the first quarter, and now we're at 10-14. So Bethel has scored 2, but Canton scored 6.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if we don't, with the scoring at this pace, 4 points is a lot. That's like, you know, Virginia, like when they won the national championship. If they got ahead of you 4 or 5 points,
that's a good night.
You might be done because you're not going to have enough possessions. And that's the same way in middle school basketball. I think that was a wise timeout. They cannot afford to allow Canton to score with 20 seconds left on the clock, I don't think, going into halftime.
And the Bethel defense has been pretty good, but Canton capitalizing off of these turnovers.
Yes.
Delaney Pfeiffer driving to the right side to the baseline, and he's going to say that it was tipped by Cody out of bounds, so it'll stay Bear basketball. As looks like Gentry is going to inbound it for the Lady Bears. Kicks outside to Snipes. Snipes looking over to Delaney Pfeiffer. Back to Gentry. Gentry pulls left-handed three. Good for the Bears.
What you want if you were Canton Middle School.
4 seconds left to go as Cody brings it up one. She has no idea how much time is left, and that is the quarter.
The Cardinals in basketball, not knowing what the clock is.
So Canton leading after a strong charge there in the second period. Bethel trailing. Canton, though, 17 points there in, a minute and a half, which was very fast for the pace of the game so far.
I'll say Canton is really utilizing their offensive rebounding ability. They're not always hitting on their first shot, but they are getting after it on the boards. And they're not scared to sacrifice their body, it don't appear, because they are getting after those rebounds, and they're in there fighting.
It's a tough contest here tonight at Steve Ledford Court at Canton Middle School in Canton, North Carolina. We'll take another quick break. You're listening to 110 Broadcasting.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Each year, vehicle trespasser and pedestrian accidents along railroads change the course of innocent lives, from train operators and passengers to families and first responders. Interacting safely with tracks and trains is the goal. It's important to be alert when approaching crossings. Never drive or walk around lowered gates. Do not walk on or beside the tracks. Trespassing is dangerous and illegal. Don't risk your life. Keep clear and stay safe. For more information, visit metrolinktrains.com/stay safe.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my number one priority. I know that my truck has huge blind spots. That's why I remember to check my mirrors often for smaller vehicles. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're behind the wheel, try to avoid lingering in those blind spots. It can be dangerous. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
You're listening to 110 Broadcasting. Now let's go back courtside. Here's David Stiles.
And welcome back. Thanks for casting, bringing you all the action here across the Carolinas. And Craig, that was a crazy half of basketball. Canton currently leading Bethel 17-10. Yeah. And like we've said before, Canton coming into this contest 1-8. I don't understand that at all.
I don't see
the Lady
that.
Bears play very hard. They play very aggressive. I just don't see how they've only won one game.
No, I'm not sure. From what we've seen today, I don't see it. Maybe they don't play like this every game. I don't know. But their little outburst to take a 7-point lead into halftime was impressive. They were after it. They hit their shots. They rebounded if they missed. That's good basketball.
And Bethel, a few props to them. Their defense is almost stifling. They play a 2-3 defense, and they've really been limiting the Canton Bear offense. But at the same time, Bethel made a few key mistakes on offense that allowed Canton to kind of set up some fast break opportunities. And then Gentry with this big corner three here late in the second period, I think that really kind of sparked some energy back into these Lady Bears.
Yeah, it's a big three. That's something you can't allow. That was with 12 seconds left on the clock?
Yes.
And then Bethel inbounds the ball and didn't know the time on the clock.
Yeah, they let the quarter expire, and Cody was not able to get a shot off.
Yeah, not that they necessarily would have scored, but it's nice to at least get a shot up, at least in my opinion. Give yourself a chance at a bucket going into halftime. But they're going to have to be better in the second half because, like we said, in middle school basketball, to come back from a 7-point deficit can be tough.
Exactly.
You got to hit shots, and
especially with the way this game has been going. I mean, we had, 8 points in the first quarter, and it was all tied.
Tied at 8.
And then Bethel only scored 2 points in the second period, and Canton scored 9. Yeah.
So Canton extended what they scored in the first, and Bethel obviously did not. So Bethel now has to make up an entire quarter of scoring just to be tied, which could be it'd be tough.
Very tough. Only about 20 seconds left to go here in halftime. So some keys, I guess, for this. What does Bethel have to do to kind of get back in this game?
I think turnovers have to be honed in. That's the key. Canton was going off the turnovers and scoring. That's the biggest thing Bethel can do. Just take care of the ball and pay attention. They threw it away a few times. Just threw it straight out of bounds. I don't know if they were trying to run a set play and somebody missed where they were supposed to go or what, but you got to take care of the ball. Take care of the ball. I think Cody can get in the lane and score a little easier. She's not done that. I feel like there's a couple adjustments that the coach can make. Let's see if it happens.
And again, Coach Green for the Blue Devils and Coach Simmons for the Bears. We now reverse sides. Canton in the red and black. They're going from right to left on your radio dial, and it's inbounded to Ellis Pfeiffer, and then an immediate jump ball as Bethel ties it up. So it'll be Bethel basketball.
It's a good start.
Cody now comes across half court. She's going to be guarded by Delaney Pfeiffer. She drives over to the right side, little crossover in the lane, picks it up, shot up and good.
What did I tell you?
For the Blue Devils.
Cody needs to get in there and be more aggressive. She needs to take some shots, and the first thing, she drives to the basket and scores. I think she can do that probably all night if she wanted to.
Pfeiffer now inside to Bryson. Bryson down low. Her shot up, no good. Bethel all over the board as it's pulled down by Inman. She's going to get it out to Watson.
I'll do the exact same thing again. Give it back to Cody, let her drive.
Over on the right side to Cody. She drives in, shot up, no good, no foul call, and Snipes is there to control it. And Cody there on the defense as she gets it out of bounds and away from Bryson. It'll still be Bear basketball.
I'm not sure if that was a foul, but it was at least tipped, and the refs gave no indication of anything, which is kind of questionable in my mind.
Delaney Pfeiffer trying to inbound. She gets it to Snipes. Snipes picks up her dribble. Now outside to Smith. Over to Ellis Pfeiffer. Now kicked back out to her sister Delaney. Delaney up, no good. Controlled by Bryson on the inside, and that's going to be waved off, and they're going to say that Bryson walked as she tried to put it back up on that right side.
There's your makeup call.
And Coach Simmons not very happy about it. He's talking to the ref about it.
There's your makeup call. That's and no call on this end, and then that was adjusted there. I don't know. Can I say that? I did.
You did. Cody now drives into the middle, kicks it back outside to Watson as she was stopped. She pulls it back out, crossover dribble, picks up a screen from Cody. And these Pfeiffer girls, they can play some defense. Watson driving in, shot up, and it's going to be no good as she got in the middle of the lane. He's going to say it was on the floor.
How? She was driving. She was going up with the ball. Cody with a shot.
Up, no good. Bryson with the rebound. Going the other direction. She crosses back over to the left. Little jump stop blocked by Cody. Controlled by Delaney Pfeiffer. She picks up her dribble. Cody all over her. Kicks back outside to Smith. Smith drives right. Pump fake back outside to Pfeiffer. Her shot no good. Controlled by Delaney Pfeiffer. And it's going to be picked up by Parker there as it was swiped away by Watson.
Watson bringing the ball back down the court. Let's see what they do here. We're going to set us.
Another high ball pick. Watson driving in on the right side, lowers his shoulder, and he's going to say that she walked, and she did. She took a couple of steps. As it'll be Bear basketball inbounded to Smith. 5-point contest now. Her pass way out of bounds.
A
little strong there. It'll be Bethel basketball.
Just a bit outside.
They're going to inbound it to the right of our broadcast position. Cody now with the basketball. She comes across half court. I'm like you, Craig. I think Cody's kind of got to take over right here. Parker with a high ball screen. She passes it over to Inman. Her shot up. It banks off, but it's no good. Watson there, the rebound. Her shot up and tipped. Over in the corner, she picks up her dribble, and she's in trouble. And it's going to say Bethel basketball as Smith was out of bounds and then came back in bounds and touched it. So that'll be it'll stay Bethel here on this right inbound line. Looks like Emmons getting ready to throw it in. She does to Cody. Cody turns, little pump fake back outside to Watson. Watson looking right back to Cody. Cody drives in, little runner, no good. Inman tried to save it, and then a kind of a silly play there by Snipes as she tried to save it underneath her own basket. Inside to Inman, her shot up, no good, and a hard foul as she hits the deck. And I think she's going to go to the line for a pair of foul shots.
Going for a pair here. Is it just me, or has Cody started shooting right-handed and she shot left-handed in the first half?
I think she shot a left hand in the runner. I don't know which hands are dominant right now.
I'm not sure because I know I've seen both. But it felt like a full quarter of one, and then
she might be Larry Burden it as the first attempt for Inman is up and no good. Banked it off the back of the rim. Couple of dribbles now, and here's the second of her free throws, no good. And it's going to be controlled by Pfeiffer, streaking down the left side. She's going to do a little jump stop. Watson is there for defense, and there's going to be a foul on Molly Watson. Very aggressive defense down there on that low block. Bryson to inbound, and it's swatted away by Watson. This Bethel defense is stifling.
It is.
Inside to Smith.
It's very impressive for middle school defense.
Parker there in defense on Smith. Kicked outside to Pfeiffer. Now back over to Smith. She's going to kick it over to Ellis Pfeiffer. And she's guarded by Cody. Inside to Snipes. She's on her one knee. Kicks it back outside to Smith. Over to Delaney Pfeiffer. Little turnaround, and it's going to be tipped and blocked by Inman as Bryson tried to go up with it. Molly Watson driving in on the right side. She's going to do a little step back shot, and it's good.
That was nice.
Buried.
Right there.
And there's going to be a timeout by Coach Green as they have inched within 3 points.
This has been another quarter that's just totally different. All 3 quarters have been different tales. We'll see how this one ends. But so far, this is, the first one was even. Then we had Canton's quarter. Now we're having Bethel's quarter. I better not speak too soon.
It's too soon,
yeah,
yes.
I mean, it's too soon. But so far, this has definitely been Bethel's quarter.
And whatever halftime adjustments Coach Green has made, they have worked.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see two players kind of take over here for the Lady Demons. It's going to be Molly Watson and then Jade Cody.
Yeah.
And it'll be Bear basketball as they're going to inbound it underneath the Bethel basket just to the left. She can run the line, though, as she inbounds it to Bryson. Full court pressure tipped by Cody, and it's going to be picked up by Pfeiffer. She picks up her dribble, and it's going to be tipped, but over to Snipes. She picks it up, and it's blocked by Watson. They're going to try to get on the floor for it, and it's going to be Smith, and they're going to say it was tipped, so there's no backcourt violation. Smith trying to drive in on the right side. She gets it over to Snipes, almost picked off by Parker. Now over to Pfeiffer, over to the other sister Pfeiffer. That's Delaney, and it's going to be tipped out of the hands of Bryson and tried to be controlled, I think, on the ground by Laddermilk, and it'll stay Bear basketball.
That's a tough call. They both had the ball. Both are on the ground. How do you choose one was traveling over the other?
Gentry checks in for Smith. She's going to inbound it underneath. Canton's basket tipped out of bounds by Watson. And it's still Bear basketball. She's looking for somewhere to go. Almost tipped. Gets it in to Ellis Pfeiffer. And now over to Delaney Pfeiffer. And Watson almost there to steal it. Bethel really cranking up the defensive pressure. Pfeiffer sisters trading the basketball back and forth. Delaney with it now over to Gentry. Gentry's shot is tipped up and no good. Bryson controls it underneath, and they're going to say that she picked up a foul down there. And looks like that was Inman, as Bryson is going to go to the line to shoot two. Canton yet to score here in this third period. First shot by Bryson is up and no good. Snipes and Delaney Pfeiffer switch places on the rebounding line for the Bears. Bryson's second shot is up, and she doesn't get the shooter's roll, and it's going to be out of bounds on Bethel. It'll stay Canton basketball.
Got to grab that rebound.
Gentry to inbound it now underneath her own basket. She gets it into Snipes. Snipes almost had it stolen, and there's Cody with the steal as she tried to do a cross-court pass to Bryson. Cody across half court now, right at the volleyball line. She does a little stutter step inside the paint. Runner up, roll no good, controlled by Bryson as she dribbles over to the right side. Again, Canton going from right to left. Parker there in defense. She gets it over to Delaney Pfeiffer. Kick back outside to Gentry. Back to Delaney Pfeiffer. Inside to Ellis Pfeiffer. And it's going to be stolen this time by Inman, and she gets it back outside to Cody. Cody driving now across half court. She stops, top of the key, between the legs crossover. Watson comes up to set her a screen. She goes to the right, kicks it out to Laddermilk. Laddermilk's going to try to throw it inside. Snipes is there to pick it off, and the outlet pass to Bryson. She comes across half court over to Delaney Pfeiffer. She steps inside the three-point line. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Ellis Pfeiffer. Her shot up and good. Canton's first points of the third quarter as they extend the lead to 5.
Canton inhales rebounds.
They have a good rebounding team.
They really do. I think it's interesting.
Watson with the ball. She drives inside, picks it up, shot up, no good. Clanks off the rim. Bryson there with the rebound. Watson, heavy defense. She steals it, throws up a shot, almost gets the and one as it bounces off the front of the rim.
That was a nice play by Watson. I was going to say it's a little easier to rebound if nobody from the other team standing there either. But it's interesting. These teams, they feel very, very similar. I think Bethel's defense is a little better, but I think Canton's rebounding is better.
And the first one for Molly Watson is up and in. It was a beautiful rainbow shot, nothing but a swish as it rips the net. Second one is up, and it's good.
Another beautiful shot.
Snipes inbounds to Bryson. She's going to pick it up and throw it over to Delaney Pfeiffer. Delaney Pfeiffer driving left. Tries to pick up her dribble inside to Snipes. Inman there with the defense. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Laddermilk. Laddermilk back to Inman. Now back to Cody.
I hope they see the clock. We're at under 30 with the ball. Need a good possession here to end
Cody
the quarter.
doesn't want it. She gives it up to Watson. She's going to set her a screen. Watson really coming alive here in this third quarter. She drives in, pulls up. Shot is no good. She follows her rebound, continues to drive. Runner, no good. Cody fighting for the rebound. Parker there too. Looks like they're going to scrap for it on the ground, and they're going to blow the whistle with 8 seconds left. Bethel is going to get the ball, and they're going to inbound underneath their own basket. Here it is to Watson. She steps back, shot no good. Fought and controlled by Inman. She's there. She tries to put up the shot, and it's no good, and she's fouled. Looks like that'll be on Bryson. I think that's her third.
It probably is her third. I know she's had 2 this quarter.
Coach Green giving Watson some instructions as Inman gets ready to shoot her pair of foul shots. She got some pink shoes on tonight. Little different color scheme. Shot up and no good. Watson backing up to half court to play defense. Laddermilk and Cody down low to rebound for the Blue Demons, along with Bryson and Snipes for the Bears. Here's the shot, clanks off the front of the rim. It's going to be controlled by Snipes, and they don't have a lot of time left, and that's the end of the third.
That's your quarter.
Canton leading 19-16 over the Lady Demons. We'll take another break. You're listening to 110 Broadcasting.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my #1 priority. I know that my truck has huge blind spots. That's why I remember to check my mirrors often for smaller vehicles. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're behind the wheel, try to avoid lingering in those blind spots. It can be dangerous. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
The United States Deputy Sheriff's Association is a national nonprofit and the largest non-governmental provider of services to law enforcement. The USDSA assists city, county, state, and federal agencies with free safety equipment donations and officer survival training, along with cash donations to families of law enforcement officers who perish in the line of duty, college scholarships for the children of law enforcement, a citizen awareness program, and more. For more information on the USDSA and how you can help, visit usdeputy.org.
You're listening to 110 Broadcasting. Now let's go back courtside. Here's David Stiles.
And welcome back. David Stiles along with Craig Messer. Canton still in the lead, but only by 3 as Bethel cut the deficit there in that third quarter from 7 to 3. They outscored the Lady Bears by 4 points there. So it'll be Canton basketball to start the fourth. And Craig, we're underway here.
It's a strong quarter. We've seen good basketball.
Inside to Snipes. She tries to jockey for position. Up, no good. Rebound controlled by Cody. She's going to pass it over to Watson. Watson checking her 6 as she drives to the right side. Crossover in the middle of the lane. In and out of her hands as it's almost tipped away. Over to Laddermilk, and it's almost going to be stolen, and it will be tied up by Gentry. It'll stay Bethel basketball.
Watson had 1 goal on that. She was getting to the basket.
I mean, she went into the heart of about 4 defenders.
She
was like, I don't care. We're going.
We're going for it.
Inman to inbound. Here it is to Cody. She throws it back inside. Bryson there to swipe it away. She streaks ahead. Cody and Parker in pursuit. Left, little jump stop, shot up, in and out, no good. It's going to clank around, and it's going to bounce off of someone, and it's going to be Bethel basketball.
I feel like it would be really easy to call traveling on all these jump stops. Feels more like jump slides than jump stops.
Inbound to Watson. She comes across half court, picks up a screen from Cody, and it really looks like Watson's going to try to take over here in the fourth quarter for the Lady Demons. Driving right, outside to Inman. Inman's going to go to the baseline, pick up her dribble. Back outside to Watson. Watson crosses over. Little runner in the lane, no foul call, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds on Bryson. And she's slow to get up. She does have some adhesive bandage and a pad there on that left knee. As Inman gets ready to inbound, going to get it to Laddermilk. Laddermilk shot up, no good. She'll go to the line. That was blocked, and the foul picked up, I think, Smith there on the foul for the Bears, as Laddermilk will go to the line to shoot 2.
It was good thinking on the inbound. I don't think that was what it was designed to go to, but she was wide open in the paint. Somebody, defender, come over real quick and
Laddermilk with her first one. Doesn't quite make it to the rim.
Doesn't quite make it there. Let's hope for this one. Had a lot of spin on that ball.
Had a lot of spin.
So
Good rotation.
Let's see how this one goes.
I always have to like as a former eyeglass wearer, someone who wears eyeglasses. Second one up, no good. Rebounded by Inman. Kicks outside to Watson. Watson pulls a three, clanks off the back of the rim, and it's going to be controlled by Smith. And they're going to say that there's going to be a blocking foul on Molly Watson as she tried to close the distance there on Smith as she tried to take it up the right side of the court. Again, Canton going from right to left.
So you were a glasses wearer, huh?
Yeah.
I don't remember you wearing glasses.
Well, the vision hasn't always been that great.
Oh, you're wearing glasses now, David.
Yeah. Smith now with the basketball across to the left side. She kicks it over to Ellis Pfeiffer. Ellis Pfeiffer now kicks it down to Delaney Pfeiffer. Inside to Snipes. Her shot up, no good. Laddermilk there with the rebound. And they're going to say that there's a holding foul. I think that was on Snipes. It'll be Bethel basketball. They're still trailing by 3.
Snipes had a serious power move there in the paint. That was a nice take. Just didn't fall.
Cody, top of the key for the Blue Demons. She picks up a screen from Parker, looks inside, down inside to Inman. She can't control it, and it's going to be taken away by Pfeiffer. Watson there dogging her all the way. She's going to kick it out to Smith. Smith driving. No one there on the take, and it's up and no good. Bryson, her shot in. That's 2 more for the Bears, and I think Coach Simmons is going to take a timeout as they increase their lead. Huge score for the Lady Bears.
Huge misstep by the Demons, and then huge score by Canton. You got to lay up and don't catch the ball. That's a bad mistake, but it happens.
It happens.
I mean, it's in a lot higher levels of basketball than this, but that was a big 4-point swing right there.
And this quarter is brought to you by Better Homes and Garden Realty. And wait, that just happens to be you.
Me. I'm trying to write me a script here. David jumped ahead. If you're looking to buy or sell in Haywood County, Buncombe County, any of the surrounding counties, give me a call, Craig Messer, 828-400-2343. I'd be happy to help you out on the real estate things. I'm a Pisgah grad. Does that help?
That should help.
Should help with our listeners here. So, Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Heritage, Craig Messer.
As Bethel getting ready to inbound it after that Canton score. Cody now with the basketball. Fourth quarter, 21-16 lead for the Lady Bears. Cody driving on the right side. And Smith there. She crosses up. Shot up on the right, and it's no good, but she is fouled.
That's good.
So I like the ref. He said she hit her in the face. Cody also with an interesting pair of shoes. Very, what is that color scheme? Is it orange and blue? First shot up and good for Jade Cody.
Let's see, we've got blue, orange, lime green, a little pink.
Second one for Cody up and good.
Yeah, some colorful shoes here.
As Smith now with the basketball.
Back to a 3-point game.
She crosses over on Parker. Parker in pursuit. She dribbles down that left side over to Delaney Pfeiffer. Bryson pulls up from deep, no good. Rebounded by Inman. Bryson's going to be there to tie it up, and it'll stay Bear basketball. Heads up play by Brooklyn Bryson.
Absolutely. There's been a lot of jump balls. A lot of jump balls.
And in and out of the hands of Delaney Pfeiffer as Molly Watson swatted it out of bounds. Bryson inbounding, looking for somewhere to go. Inside to Snipes, and it's ruffled around. Shot up, no good. Cody there with the rebound for the Lady Demons. Streaking down the left side. Little crossover in the paint. She tries to throw it over to Parker. Back outside to Watson. Watson with the shot. Up and good.
1-point game, David. This is close as it's been since, I guess, the end of the first, right? When we were 8-8.
Pfeiffer with the basketball. She throws it off the hands of Parker. Got to adjust our score here real quick. I got a little excited with the button. As we're back in play and up and good. Another foul.
Hey guys, reminder, if you're listening, please say something in the chat. Ask us a question. Tell us something. Let us know you're out there.
I think this is Ellis Pfeiffer, yes. at the line. Her shot up, no good on her first of 2 free throws. Right now, Bethel 4 fouls, Canton 7 for this half.
That could make it a big deal here towards the end of the game.
Second shot on the way, up and good for the Lady Bears. Increase their lead to 2. Cody now coming across the halfway mark, picks up a screen from Parker. Inside pass, and it's going to be out of bounds as she tried to throw it down inside to Inman, and Inman just out of her reach. Smith now with the basketball, driving left, handoff to Delaney Pfeiffer, inside to Bryson. Bryson shot up, clanks off the rim, controlled by Snipes. Snipes looks inside, back to Bryson, power dribble, her shot up, no good. Delaney Pfeiffer there to control the rebound, and there's going to be a walk called as she just scooted her feet a little bit down there on that left block. It'll be Bethel basketball. And it's inbounded to Cody. She comes across the halfway mark, picks up a screen from Watson, reverses. Watson going over on that left side. Cody still with the basketball. Here's a screen by her. Cody drives, shot up with the left hand, no good. Out of the hands of Snipes, picked up by Watson. Cody calling for the basketball. Watson doesn't see her. Parker there to set a screen. Watson drives in, shot up, no good. Loudermilk at the rebound, and it's in and out of her hands. She falls on it, and there's going to be a jump ball, and Coach Green tried to call a timeout, but a little bit too late.
Ball stays with Bethel.
And looks like Coach Simmons is going to take a 30-second timeout. 2:10 left to go here in the fourth. Again, Canton leading by a slim margin of 2. Bethel really coming alive here in this second half.
They're getting after it.
Again, thanks for listening to 110 Broadcasting. David Stiles along with Craig Messer. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe to 110 Broadcasting, bringing you the best games from Haywood County and across the Carolinas.
Absolutely. And this is a good game.
Yeah, it's so far. I mean, like we said when we previewed this at the beginning of the broadcast, you can just throw the records out.
You can throw it out. I really hard for me to believe that Canton's only won one game. They definitely look better than a one-win squad.
Bethel to inbound underneath their own basket. Line formation here for the Lady Demons. Watson gets the ball. She's going to drive in on the left side. Shot up off the front of the rim. Controlled by Ellis Pfeiffer, streaking down the left side. And it's going to be tried to pass down low, and it's going to be out of the reach of her sister, Delaney Pfeiffer. It'll be Bethel basketball. I thought Coach Crook was about to get run over down there. He's moving a chair on the baseline.
I think Bethel needs to have a strong drive right here by Cody.
Cody comes across the halfway mark, picks up a screen by Watson, crosses over middle of the lane, shot up with the right hand, clanks in and rattles through for the Lady Demons. They tie it.
Tied up.
Smith with the basketball coming across half court, guarded by Parker. She goes right into the heart of the Bethel defense, kicks it out to Shipley. Cross court pass to Ellis. Ellis is shot up, clanks in and out, fought for by Bryson. Cody is there, and there's going to be a whistle, and it's going to say a hold. And it's going to be Bethel basketball. I think they called that on Ellis Pfeiffer. So 8th team foul.
Big call with a minute and a half to go. Bethel with the ball.
Cody now driving middle, little
again.
Crossover. She's going to keep it over to Inman. Inman shot up and good.
Beautiful pass.
Cody with a great take, and she finds Inman on the right block, and she puts it through. Bethel with the lead, 24-22. Smith with the basketball, kicks it over to Delaney Pfeiffer. Bryson there in the corner. She passes it down to her. She takes a couple of dribbles to the right, shot up, no good. Watson there at the rebound, streaks across half court, driving on the left side. Canton there in defense. Watson shot up and good. Bethel on a run, 1 minute left. Coach Green's going to call a timeout. Bethel with a big run here in the fourth quarter as they go ahead by 4, 26-22.
That 7-point deficit went away really quick.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things.
And this will be a full timeout. And gosh, Watson and Cody really taking over here in the fourth quarter for the Lady Demons.
Yeah, they're both very tenacious on both sides of the ball.
Thanks for joining us here on 110 Broadcasting. David Stiles along with Craig Messer. We've got a really good contest here at Canton Middle School, Stephen Ledford court in this 89-year-old school. That's crazy to think.
89. That is.
That's crazy.
It really is.
Well, like we said at the beginning of the broadcast.
She's not showing her age at all.
No, I don't think there's a lot of people alive that live in Haywood County that have not been to a Bethel Canton game that live on this side of the county.
No, it would be hard for me to think of,
And Bethel is going to scoot back. They're going to get in their 2-3 as Canton's going to inbound it underneath the Bethel basket. Under a minute left to play here in the fourth quarter. Brooklyn Bryson with the ball. They're down by 4. They kick it over to Gentry. She pulls a 3 and it's good!
I did not see Gentry over there. I thought she threw that ball sailing out of bounds.
And Canton cuts it to a single point. And Coach Simmons is going to take another timeout. My goodness. She's hit 2 big threes in this game.
Yeah.
One right before the end of the half and then that one right there.
Yeah, that was a play right there. What do you think they're going to do right here?
If you're Canton, you have to press. I think you're going to press defense. And if you're me, I'm not going to guard the person throwing the inbound. Yeah. I'm going to double team Molly Watson. I'm going to put my Bryson on Cody, and then I'm going to make someone else trying to take it up the court.
There you go.
But if I'm Bethel, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to set a pick for Cody, let her run deep, and I might have Watson take the ball out.
Yeah.
This way, what does that do? You're going to have probably your best 2 ball handlers with a chance to, to make a play here. And Cody, she's pretty tall.
She's pretty tall.
So if you kind of run her off a pick and send her deep and Watson throws it to her, I think you try to either get a quick score right here to go up by 3 again, or, you try to play a little bit of keep away.
I think if I'm Canton, I go ahead and foul.
I mean, yeah, you've got 18 fouls.
I go ahead and foul.
They pass it inside to Cody. Cody's going to dribble up on the right side. They're not even going to look to do it. Cody's going to try to back it out. She drives in on the right side. Pass over to it's good. Inman puts it in. 30 seconds left here in the fourth. Smith with the ball. She goes across half court. Pass over to Delaney Pfeiffer. Over to Smith. Watson there. Heavy defense. Ball's on the ground. Loudermilk has it. Cody back to Watson. Watson across half court. She's going to pull it back. Coach Green is saying, get back, don't drive. And Simmons is saying foul. And there it is, 10 seconds left.
Boy.
As it took Ellis Pfeiffer a long time to get up to Molly Watson to get the foul.
So you got to know to do that. In that position, they wasted, 10 seconds?
10 seconds almost.
It is 1-1.
And Simmons is going to take, I think, his last time out, his final full time out. You've got, I think, probably your best free throw shooter on the line right now. If you're Bethel, you're up by 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I think one of these pretty much seals it with 9 seconds left.
But you got to hit the first one.
You got to hit the first one. It is a 1-1. And the other cool and interesting thing about this rivalry is you get to see all the Pisgah coaches.
They all come.
We've got Coach Watson down here, Coach Hannah as well. We've got Coach Jesse Wilkinson over there. He helps with the girls. I've seen Coach Holloway here. So we've got a lot of the Pisgah basketball group here kind of seeing what is up and coming for their clubs either next year or in a couple of years to come.
I think Coach Holloway should be happy. The records for both teams aren't the greatest, but there's individual pieces on both teams that are very, very good. And I think we'll mesh together to make a very good team at Pisgah.
Parker and Cody back deep for the Lady Demons.
And then
Watson
you got to consider we don't know the age of these girls either. We could be watching a bunch of 6 and 7
First one. Oops, I got a little happy there. Hit it twice. First one up and good for Watson. Possession arrow is to Bethel, though. Second one up and no good. Rebounded by Inman and another foul. And looks like Inman will go to the line to shoot her 1-1. 8 seconds left.
I think it might be safe to say this one's over.
Maybe. I don't know. I've seen crazier things happen.
4 points, 8 seconds, middle school girls game. I don't know.
Ollie Henderson checks in for the Lady Bears. She'll be down low to rebound.
I guess I shouldn't say that. She could miss this.
I think Bryson has fouled out. Inman's first shot, it hits nothing, so it'll be Canton basketball. They've got 8.3 seconds.
Push it.
Pfeiffer with the basketball, passes it over to Snipes. She tries to shoot it, and it's going to be a foul called on Molly Watson, and she can't really believe it. She looked and said, who, me? As Parker was there as well.
The back ref called a tip. The front ref called it a foul. And they looked at each other and he said, nope, it was a foul. So we're getting 3 shots. I spoke too soon.
Kinsley Snipes at the line. First one up and no good. A little bit to the left.
A little to the left. She needs to hit these 2.
Again, Bethel leading 29-25. Second shot is up and clanks off the back of the rim. And looks like Coach Simmons is going to call his final 30-second timeout.
He's going to call that 4-point play right here.
Do they have those? I've heard talk of the NBA that they're going to extend the range a little bit, and they should put in a 4-point play. But with the way that those games go, I think that 3 points is about all you need. I mean, everyone's shooting 3-pointers nowadays.
You know, back when the college was getting ready to introduce the 3-point line, I read that Bob Knight said, I'm sure there was a few explicits in here, but he said something to the likes of, we keep adding these lines, we're just going to have a dartboard out there.
Yeah, exactly. And looks like we're going to have a substitution. Smith is going to come in for, that's Delaney Pfeiffer. And looks like for Canton, also Lana Burke will come in. She'll be down low to rebound as Snipes tries to put this one in a lane violation, and it's good. Canton within 3. As Bethel will have to inbound, they get it to Watson. And nobody on her. Clock is going to start, and that is it. Bethel comes out the winner. 29-26 here at Coach Stephen Ledford Court as Bethel comes away with the victory, 29-26 over county rival Canton.
Well,
that was a contest. It was a good game.
It was a very good game. You know, when they were down, when Bethel was down 7, I didn't expect this.
No.
Did you? I mean, honestly, 7 points is a lot in a middle school game.
I mean, off of the hands of Watson and Cody, they effectively came back. Watson with a big fourth quarter, scored a number of points, and she just really took it to them. Some big free throws there from her as well. I mean, in the closing seconds of that game.
Yeah, that was.
So it was a good contest, and I think we're going to have a little bit of an 8th grade recognition right here. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back when they're finished with that, and we'll kind of sum up what happened in the girls' game, and you know, we'll talk to you guys in a couple minutes. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and
comment.
Yeah, comment.
We want to talk to you.
We want to talk to you. Tell us what you thought about the girls' game. They're going to do a little bit of a presentation, so we'll take a few commercial breaks, and we'll be back after that.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my #1 priority. I know that my truck has huge blind spots. That's why I remember to check my mirrors often for smaller vehicles. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're behind the wheel, try to avoid lingering in those blind spots. It can be dangerous. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
The United States Deputy Sheriff's Association is a national nonprofit and the largest non-governmental provider of services to law enforcement. The USDSA assists city, county, state, and federal agencies with free safety equipment donations and officer survival training, along with cash donations to families of law enforcement officers who perish in the line of duty, college scholarships for the children of law enforcement, a citizen awareness program, and more. For more information on the USDSA and how you can help, visit usdeputy.org.
Remember the last time your family visited the forest? It's a place of wonder and imagination for the whole family, where stories come to life. And it's closer than you think. Ready to plan your next visit? Make the forest part of your story today at a local park near you, or find one at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell trouble. They can spell risk if taken by someone they weren't prescribed for, harm if accidentally taken by a child or pet, or overdose if they're not used as directed. Safely dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop boxes. You may find these in your community at local pharmacies or police stations. Visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
Each year, vehicle trespasser and pedestrian accidents along railroads change the course of innocent lives, from train operators and passengers to families and first responders. Interacting safely with tracks and trains is the goal. It's important to be alert when approaching crossings. Never drive or walk around lowered gates. Do not walk on or beside the tracks. Trespassing is dangerous and illegal. Don't risk your life. Keep clear and stay safe. For more information, visit metrolinktrains.com/stay safe.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to 110 Broadcasting. The game is underway. Let's go courtside with David Stiles.
And after an exciting contest between the Lady Bears and the Lady Demons, Bethel comes out on top as they win the contest 29-25. And it was led by a big fourth quarter comeback. They were down at the half by 7. And Molly Watson and Jade Cody came back and put Bethel ahead. And Craig, I mean, it was a great middle school basketball game. That's about all I can say.
No, it really was. I mean, it was a good basketball game at any level. I mean, honestly, there was fighting. I mean, you know, they both fought. Both teams fought hard. You can't ask for more than that. They put it all out there on both sides of the ball and left it all on the court. I think these teams, once they get to Pisgah and put together, they're going to be very, very strong.
Again, like, comment, subscribe, share. We'd be more than happy to talk to you here as the boys get ready to warm up. And I love seeing the Canton warm up. It reminds me of Pisgah days of old as they get ready to do the off the backboard jump and across to the other side as this club gets ready to face off against county rival Bethel Middle School. And again, the Bethel boys, I don't think they've won a game this year, but they've got some pretty good looking athletes. A couple of tall young men out here tonight for this club. And then Canton is a little bit different. Their club, they have some height and looks like they have some pretty good athletes, but then also they've got some younger kids too. So we'll see what this one entails. If it's anything like the first game, I mean, you can just throw the records out, and I mean, we'll come and see what happens here as we get ready for this one at Canton Middle School. Again, these two teams have played for, I guess, nearly almost 100 years, I would say. Right, Craig?
It would have to be close. I'll tell you, it's interesting. If you look back at the early history, and it's hard to do because you can't really find that much, but basketball in Haywood County, Bethel won a state championship.
Yeah.
At one point in time in the 30s or 40s, but they were like a dominant team back then. I know they had a basketball player I don't know names, but I know that Sherry West that we were talking about earlier, she told me one time they were having a big reunion for one of those teams that were old. I mean, these guys had to be in their 80s probably by the time they were having this reunion. But this one guy was coming, and he had scored in one day. They played 2 games in one day, and he scored 100 points that day.
My goodness.
And that's, no three-point line. That's a lot of scoring. She said he had basketball offer from Duke at the time, didn't take it, and went to play. Cannot remember where she said he went to play. But he played Division I basketball from Bethel. That's pretty cool. That's saying something. Bethel is Bethel's Bethel.
Well, I'm going to throw someone under the bus. Dad was supposed to be keeping stats. If you know my father, Charlie Stiles, I brought him out tonight to keep stats. He has done nothing but walk around and look at pizza and talk to people and shake hands and do his civic duty, which is, I guess, just being the general likable person in Haywood County. I think everybody knows old Charlie Stiles.
They probably do.
They've seen him at some Pisgah function. He used to carry the chains for the football team there once upon a time, and he would do the down marker. So you've probably seen good old Dad run out there a few times. Looks like he's stomping crickets as he gets out through there. And
he has more stories than any man I've ever met in my entire life.
He does. So interesting note about that. He graduated from Cane River High School, which is in Yancey County, in 1962.
Right.
He actually played against Walt Leatherwood.
Yeah.
And Walt played at Clyde. So if that tells you anything, Pisgah was established, and Pisgah and Tuscola was established in 1966. And up until that point, there were 7 or 8 high schools in Haywood County. And when they moved those 2 high schools, 7 high schools got absolved into 3 middle schools, basically.
Yep.
So you have Bethel, Canton, and Waynesville. And so the high schools that disappeared were Canton, Bethel, I think Reynolds High School, a Crabtree, a Fines Creek, and a Crusoe High School. All of those were absolved, and they were put into Pisgah and Tuscola. And so that's kind of the history lesson here of these Haywood County schools. But again, like we said, I think if you lived in this community, it would be hard-pressed for you to find anyone that has not been a part of a Canton-Bethel rivalry.
And my grandmother graduated, so she was the first senior class at Pisgah High School. So she went. Very
cool.
She went to Bethel High School, but 1966, first year Pisgah was open, she was a senior, and so she was forced to go down the 110 to Pisgah High School. But it's kind of neat because my dad, and my mom's from Kentucky. My dad actually grew up in Hendersonville. They moved to Hendersonville when he was in the 2nd grade. So my grandmother graduated from Pisgah, and then all of her, 4 of her grandkids have as well. So it's kind of a little bond there, I guess, us Bethel Pisgah people in our family. But she told me, talking about the rivalry between Bethel and Canton. So just imagine, you went 3 or 4, though I guess at the time there would have been 3 years of high school. So you went 2 years of high school, your whole life at Bethel.
Yeah.
And then you get to go into the Rivals Den. I mean, you come down in here into town and go to school with the kids that you wanted to beat forever. And she said that Bethel athletics was always good. Canton athletics were as well. And at the time, they were both very strong in football. The very first senior class at Pisgah won a state championship in football. And I remember talking to her about that because she was a senior that year. And she said the only reason we won is because those kids come down there and showed them Canton boys how to play. And she said, we won it for them. So, that's just, and she's what? In her 70s.
In her 70s.
Still, that's still a thing, So, us Bethel boys, we showed them how to do it. Our Bethel boys showed them how to do it.
Well, even when I was in high school, we were in high school, I felt like Bethel always had some pretty good athletes.
Yeah.
We just didn't have the numbers. I mean, Canton has more people in the district that their middle school feeds, and so it's just, you just don't have the same numbers that Canton does. But again, throw out the records when these 2 teams play. I remember we had not won a game, I think, in 2 years when I was in 8th grade playing football, and we almost beat Canton.
Yeah.
We were within 1 possession.
Yeah.
So
it can happen.
It can happen, just like the girls' game earlier. I mean, I agree with you. I don't think Canton looks like a 1-9 basketball club.
No.
And I don't see how Bethel is, 4-5.
Yeah.
I think that they're a much better team than that. But I guess we just have to look at the rest of the standings. Macon, always really, really good.
Yeah.
They're undefeated, I think, still in this Mountain West. division, and then the rest of it's kind of, smoky with one loss, and then the rest of it's kind of just in the middle, as it looks like we're getting ready for some fifth quarter play as Coach Robinson and Coach Henson get their group together here on the Bethel side, and then the son of Coach Stephen Ledford, Josiah Ledford, gets his group together over here on the Canton side. And I guess they'll put, I think it's 8 minutes up on the clock for this one, and it'll be a running clock, kind of like we did for the girls' game. And after that, we'll be ready to rock and roll. We'll take a couple of quick breaks, and we'll be right back. You're listening to 110 Broadcasting.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to 110 Broadcasting. No one gets you closer to the game.
And welcome back. David Stiles along with Craig Messer here at Canton Middle School, Coach Stephen Ledford court, and we are underway for the fifth quarter as Bethel wins the toss. And they're going to drive it over to the left side. Now kick it up to the middle as it's over to Harper. His shot up, no good. Rebound by Canton going the other direction. Looks like that's Plemons. Little jump stop. He shoots, and it rattles off the right side. Rebound controlled. Looks like that is number 33, Miller. And it's fought for and scrapped. Bethel finally comes up with it. Tried to pass ahead. Finally controlled, I think, by Josh Lowe. And that'll be out of bounds on Bethel, so it'll be Canton basketball. Again, running clock for this. Haven't really got it set up. They started a little fast on me.
They did.
Did anybody score?
No.
Call some play-by-play.
No. Okay, Bethel's got the ball, number 10. Throw it out to number 5. Went back into the back court here, and we have an over in the back. Canton, number 10, is going to inbound. C. Smith, we don't have first names for Canton boys, so Bryce Stevenson with a drive. Pass back out to number 4 with another drive. Pass to number 5. 5 takes a shot. That is
no good.
Jay Flemings with a shot. That was no good. Sorry, David, they bumped your arm like that.
No, you're good.
Let's see. Out of bounds to Canton. Stevenson passed it in. Back to Stevenson, number 2 with a 3. Rimmed out. Bethel 10 with the ball. Josh Lowe.
His shot up, no good. And it'll be out of bounds.
David's a little better at this call, this play-by-play.
I have a little bit more experience.
It's hard for me to watch the game and look at the names at the same time.
You just get kind of used to it.
That was a nice inlet pass.
As it's still fought for and controlled. Now Canton with the basketball. Plemons driving over on the left side. Little crossover in the middle of the paint. Little hop step, and it's up and good for him.
Good take by Plemons.
Puts Canton 2 up on the board as it's inbounded now over to
number 4.
I think that's
Boone. Am I right with Bethel?
Yeah, Boone Lawson. And looks like
Lawson Boone.
Josh Lowe has it, and now it's back outside. Bounced off of a Black Bear defender's head as it's picked up by Harper.
I'll say I think this group from both teams right here, they look very young. I wouldn't be surprised if these were all 6th graders.
Lowe trying to establish a little bit of court general here as the pass is picked up. Now passed over to the left side. Looks like that is Lawning. He drives in, shot up, no good as it's knocked out of bounds by Henson Harper. As Canton leading here in this 5th quarter, looks like Stevenson to inbound. He gets it in to Lonning. Lonning shot up, no good. Rebounded by Harper. His shot up, no good. As it's finally controlled by Josh Lowe. They're going to try to throw it ahead, and it's picked off in traffic by Smith. Smith now over to Stevenson. Stevenson driving. Shot up with the left hand, no good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Bethel. That is Boone Lawson as he passes it ahead. Good pass from him to Harper Henson, and he puts it in. Clemens now with the basketball coming across half court. He does a little stutter move in the middle of the paint, picks up his dribble, back outside. Can't control the handles as it's off of the front of his shoe. Back outside to Stevenson, and then it's picked off in traffic. Henson going the other direction. And it's fought for now on the ground as they're trying to scrap for it, and it's going to be a jump ball.
Scrappy kids.
Scrappy fifth quarter.
Scrappy fifth quarter.
If the rest of the game is like this, I think we're going to be in for a slobber knock.
These kids might be back in by the third quarter with everybody fouled out.
Bryce Rodarmer with the basketball. Now back up top at the top of the key. He's going to look over to the right side. Drives in. He has a little bit of a lane. Stops. He picks up his dribble. He's being trapped down there on the baseline, trying to look for someone to pass it to. Finally gets it over to Harper. Now back up top to Lowe. Lowe looks back over to Harper. Harper driving right, picks up a good screen, middle of the paint, passes outside to Lowe. Lowe shot up, no good. Rebound fought for, controlled by the Bears. That is Smith, and then he outlet passes to Clemens. Clemens runs ahead, pass outside to Lonning, back into Clemens. Clemens on the drive, up and no good as it rattles in and out, and it'll stay Bear basketball. Just a little bit too strong there as he banked it off the square, and it was no good. Little pump fake, good move, shot no good, and it's finally controlled by Bethel as it's taken across half court by Rodarmer. Rodarmer passes over to, looks like Harper. Harper drives in, and it rattles in and out. Harper can't get it to fall. Controlled by Stevenson as he drives ahead on the right side. Pass now over to Lonning. Lonning crossover to the left. Jump stop, shot up and good. Lonning with a strong drive to the left. Good left hand by that young man.
Wait, what'd they call?
It would have been a foul, but they're not going to give him any points.
Oh, they don't do free throws?
Yeah, no free throws.
Okay.
So now Rodarmer with the basketball, driving to the right. Good handles by Rodarmer as he does a little back step. He's going to pick up a screen, but it's stolen away by Canton. That is the man who just put it through. That was Lonning there to pick it up. He passes it ahead to Clemens. Clemens looking over to the right side, dishes it over to Smith. Smith with a little pump fake move, and now here's Lonning driving middle. Kick back outside to Clemens. Clemens with a jumper from the foul line up and no good. Rebound by Josh.
Rebound by
Josh Lowe, yeah. Lowe, a little bit wild and crazy with the handles as he loses it out of bounds. Clemens picks it up, streaking down the right side of the court, does a little jump stop, and it's up and good.
Nice take by Clemens.
Clemens looking pretty solid as it's now kicked outside to Dawson Vaughn. Or Vaughn Dawson. Here's the shot up, no good. Following his shot is Harper Henson.
That shot looked good too.
Kicked ahead to Stevenson, pump fake. What a move, up and no good. They'll say that that's a foul, but it'll stay Canton basketball as they line up. They've only got about 44 seconds left to go. Here's Lonning. He cuts over to the right side, pump fake, dribbles in, shot up and good for Lonning.
I'm curious how good this Canton team's going to be when this is their guys in the fifth quarter because they're pretty good.
Yeah. At the top of the key now is Dyson. He drives over to the right side, goes in, little up scoop shot, no good. Controlled by Clemens on the rebound for the Bears. Streaking down the left side, only 17 seconds left to go. He drives in, shot up, no good. It'll stay Canton basketball. Clemens calling out the set play. He's looking for someone to get it to inside to their big man. That is number 44, Wester. His shot up, no good. He heaves it at the rim as Smith fell down and just gave it one last heave as it's no good.
You might as well throw that up there.
Might as well. So that's the end of the fifth quarter as we get ready for the boys' contest. And looks like the first starter will be number 14, Tate Watson. It's still live. We're still live. Craig's over here. It's delayed.
Okay.
It's delayed. Looks like Tate Watson will be our first starter. Also, Cale Holloway.
I think that is Coach Holloway's son.
It is. Looks also like number 13, Camden Robinson. And number 21, Nicholas Messer. Hey, you know one of them.
22, number 12, I. Morris starting for Canton. Number 22, K. Crook starting for Canton. Number 31, I. Mintz. 33, C. Miller. And number 45, L. Griffith.
As we're about ready to go here from Canton Middle School, Coach Stephen Ledford Court. And I think this is very interesting. You've got Coach Holloway's son on Bethel and then one of Coach Crook's sons on Canton.
It is interesting.
So it's interesting matchup for me because I remember when both of these kids were born. As we get ready to go underway here at Canton Middle School. Tip is up and good. Bethel controls it to start this one. As Robinson has it, top of the key, he's going to drive right, and they're going to trap over on that wing, and he's trying to get it out, and it's going to be stolen away by Canton as they get it ahead to Morris. Morris now comes across half court, driving right, kicks outside. Here's the shot by Crook, up no good. Rebound by Mintz, his shot no good, controlled by Robinson. They get it out to Messer. Messer now, top of the key, over to Robinson. Robinson with a pump fake, driving right, shot up, no good. Watson there is going to try to save it, bounces it in, and it's going to be off of Messer as it'll be Canton ball. Canton now with the basketball, driving right, Crook with it. He does a little spin in the lane, back outside to Morris. Morris with the shot, and it's up and good.
That was a nice shot.
As Canton takes first lead here, and here's Morris with a steal. Shot up for Canton, and it's two more for Morris. As Bethel now trying to alleviate some pressure from this full court press. As it's Jackson Smith with the basketball. He gets it over to Watson. Watson not able to handle it as it goes out of bounds.
That full court press is pretty intense.
And it'll be Bear basketball, and I think Bethel's already going to have a timeout as they're down by 5. 4:41 left to go here in the first period. And Craig, so far this defense by Canton has just been stifling.
Yes.
And Morris with all 5 of the points so far.
He looks good. Nice three. Nice form on the shot. You don't always get that in middle school, but it looked good. Reminder, we are live, so give us some chat.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. We'll do our best to bring you more coverage like this. We're actually thinking about trying to do the Mountain 7 Conference.
Mountain 7 Conference
Tournament. Yeah, the last 4 games. JV girls, JV boys, and then varsity boys, varsity girls.
It would be a blast.
It'll be Canton basketball out of this timeout. Morris doing the ball handling for this club. Brings it down the right side. Tate Watson there in this 2-3. They've got that defense working for Bethel. Drive inside by Crook. He does a little jump stop. He's going to be trapped down there in the baseline trying to look for somewhere for it to go. He kicks it out to Mintz. Mintz in the lane. Shot up. No good. Rebounded by Cale Holloway. Holloway looking ahead, gets it over to Messer. Messer now across half court. He's going to try to look for somewhere to go. Little pump fake in the lane. Can't find some room. Shot up, no good. He's going to fight for the rebound, controlled by Mintz as he kicks it out to Morris. Morris down on the right side, ahead to Crook. Crook drives in on the right side. Shot up and good for Canton. They've got 7 here currently in this one. Watson with the basketball as he gets it over to number 12. That is Jackson Smith. Smith looking for somewhere to go. Throws it over to Holloway. Holloway has it stripped away. Mintz with the basketball now. Driving on the right side. And they're going to say that that was a travel. Or was it? Oh, they're going to say the basket was good and he was up and in.
What?
As Mintz is going to go to the line for a 3-point play.
Interesting call there.
Griffin down low to rebound along with Miller. Mintz at the line to shoot his old-fashioned 3-point play. Here's a shot. It clanks off the front of the rim. Controlled by Jackson Smith. Here's Messer now driving in on the left side. Little spin move. His shot is up and good, and they're going to count it.
Messer's the biggest player for Bethel, but he's actually running point.
Yeah.
He has on the past 2 possessions, and that right there was a nice take by Messer.
And we're going to have a substitution right here for Bethel, as looks like Jackson Smith will exit, and looks like number 1 Bryce Rodarmer will come into the game. The second, or the and 1 for Messer is no good. Morris with the rebound. He kicks it over to Griffin. Griffin double teamed over here on this right side. Back over to Crook. Crook driving with the right hand. He crosses back up now on the wing. Back outside to Morris. Morris with a little hesitation move. Jump stop in the lane. Shot up. It clanks off the front of the rim. Messer there with the rebound. Messer trying to go coast to coast. He's in some traffic. He has it stripped away. Morris is there to pick it up. Kicks it ahead to number 33. That's Miller, and he puts it in for the Bears. Messer now with the basketball, picks up a screen from Watson. He's going to continue to try to drive it down the middle of the court, and he's going to lose the control, and it's picked up by Miller as Rodarmer's there in defense. Kicked over to Mintz. Mintz now over to Crook. Crook with a little stutter step hesitation, driving to the right, stops, looks. He's going to try to be trapped outside to Morris. Morris with the 3 up and no good. Rebound fought for from Holloway, controlled by Mintz. Over to Crook. Now back over to Morris. Morris back to Crook. Top of the key. Crook drives left. Dishes inside, in and out of the hands of Mintz, and it'll be Bethel basketball. Also a substitution. Colby Woods in for Tate Watson. Nicholas Messer now with the basketball. He's going to try to drive it down this left side. He's being guarded by Griffin. Little spin move. He gets in the middle of the paint, shot up, and he rolls it in.
That was a nice take. I mean, he's got to be getting fouled on these drives.
Yes. Here's Morris now driving down the right side. Little kick out to Griffin. Griffin doesn't really look like he's going to shoot from there. Back outside to Morris. Morris a little pump fake over to Crook. Crook pulls the 3. Shot up. It clanks off the front. Good board. Rebound position there for Bethel as they get it out to Nicholas Messer behind the back, and they're going to say that that's a push-off on Nick Messer.
Sorry.
And
that's not a good call at all.
That'll be Nick Messer's. I think that's his second foul.
That was bad.
As Bethel right now trailing 11-4, 1:54 left to go here in the first period.
What are they doing?
And
bringing both coaches to the...
Both the coaches are going to talk together. We're going to try to get this, I guess, under control. Been a little bit of jawing already from the Bethel side. Coach Robinson seems to be pretty heated.
I don't blame him.
And so now they're going to come back, and they're going to inbound from the left inbound line. Again, Canton going from left to right. They're in the all-white tonight with red lettering. Over to Crook. He does a little pump fake. Passes over to the side to the player that it shoots, and it's in and out. As we had a substitution, looks like Rana in for the Bears as his shot was up and no good. 1:44 left to go as it's inbounded to Messer.
There's a foul right there. They didn't
Messer drives in, shot up and no good. Holloway there, can't control the rebound. They pass it ahead to Rana. Rana's shot up, and he's fouled hard by Rodarmer.
Good foul.
Smart foul there by Rodarmer, not to give up 2 points.
2 points. That's the way you do it. If you're going to foul, you might as well make sure they are not scoring.
I fully agree. If you're going to foul, make it count.
Make it count.
Rana at the free throw stripe. His first shot is up and good.
That was a good-looking free throw.
And we're going to have another substitution for Bethel. Looks like Dawson Vaughn Rana at the stripe. His shot is up and good. Good touch there for that young man. He nails both of them. Again, Canton full court pressure over to Rodomer. Morris with the steal. Drives in on the right side. Mintz up and good.
I almost feel like they're picking on Messer at this point.
A little bit.
That's 3 fouls on him already, and I've not seen one. But, I don't know. Very ticky-tack, if it was.
Ledford coaching Crook, and I think that's
I believe so. I'm
Wester.
believing.
Mintz with his shot up, no good. Controlled by Bethel, but he loses the handle. Picked up by Miller. Miller's shot up, no good. Messer there to pull down the rebound, but it's fought for and controlled. There's a scrum, and there's going to say that there's a push.
Just like that. Messer's on the ground, and 3 guys on top of him, and they're not calling. Who was the foul on?
They're going to say that's on Colby Woods as he pushed him. As it's inbounded now over on the right side. Back over to Crook. Crook pulls a corner 3, little short. Messer with the rebound as he powers ahead now for Bethel. Down on the left side, being guarded by Rana. Kicks it over to Woods in the corner. Woods, top of the key. Now back up to Vaughn. Back over to Holloway. Woods, inside drive, shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Messer. Spin move in the lane. It's blocked. Still being fought for and controlled by Messer. He's in the middle of the paint. Shot up and good.
He gets beat to death in the paint, and they do not call anything.
Crook now with the basketball, coming across half court, driving down the left side. Kicks out to Wester. Wester now over to Rana. Rana driving in on the right. Shot up, no good. Rebound is going to be over the back call on Miller as Holloway had position. Rodomer to inbound. They're going to try to get it to someone. They're going to throw it in to Messer, and he's going to lose control of it. In and out of bounds. So it'll be Canton basketball.
I feel like Bethel with this is not doing a very good job against this press, but they're only having one ball handler down here.
Yeah.
Nobody to help him. I don't know why they're not pulling a secondary handler down here.
Bethel running a 2-3 defense. Canton, of course, and the signature man-to-man.
Yeah, of course. And it's pretty
stifling, yeah. Crook with the basketball now, top of the key. He's going to be guarded by Rodomer. Rodomer now giving a little bit of pressure. Cook with some crossovers. Standing right at the middle of the CMS logo at half court. And he's going to do a little reverse spin down inside to Miller. Miller's shot up, no good. Blocked by Messer. Kick back out to Wester. Crook drives in. Shot up with the left hand and good. And it's going to be stolen away by Rana on the inbound from Bethel. Shot no good. Crook with the follow, in and out. Mintz with the follow, and it's no good. And Canton, so far here in this first period, they are ahead by 11. And I mean, the Bethel offense just does not have enough ball handlers, and this Canton press is just so aggressive.
The press is just.
And this is standard. I feel like we're watching it is a Coach Ledford coach team.
Right.
But this Coach Ledford is doing things that Steve Ledford would do.
Yeah, it's a
full court pressure, man-to-man defense, and they're going to give you 4 quarters of just, all-out basketball as hard as it can be played, which is all that you can ask for from a middle school group. Again, thanks for joining us here on 110 Broadcasting. David Stiles along with Craig Messer.
I will say by no means this Bethel team is giving it their all.
They're not giving up. They are not backing down. They are playing extremely hard.
With their record, they haven't had our stats show they haven't won a game, but they are definitely out here giving it their all. They have definitely not quit on this coach or this team, which you can't always say about teams.
Canton basketball as it's inbounded to Morris, over to Crook. Tate Watson in the defense. Rodomer now at the top. Also out there is Vaughn, as the handle is not controlled by Morris, and now it's kicked back over to Crook on the left side. He drives over to that left wing. He's going to pull it back out as they're just going to wait, and over to Morris. And they're not really going to press the issue right here. Bethel's just going to stay content to run this 2-3 defense. Messer in the middle of it. Holloway on one side, Watson on the other side. As Rodomer's going to try to come out and guard Crook now. They're standing at about the volleyball line. Crook now driving in the middle. Shot up in the lane, runner up, no good. Messer there trying to fight for the rebound. It's going to be in and out of bounds. It'll be Bethel basketball, and it'll be a spot here for Rodomer as he tries to inbound, and he's going to get it into Messer. Messer now driving down the right side behind the back with the handles. And for a big man, he does handle the ball very well. Spin move. Ball loses control. He tips it over to Watson. Watson controls it up and out. Messer trying to fight for the rebound, and it's no good. Controlled by Mintz. He kicks it ahead to Morris. Morris now driving down the left side. Crook there streaking down the right side. Shot up, no good. He left it a little short. Messer with the rebound. Messer driving down the left side. He's going to try to pick up a screen. Watson in the corner. Over to Watson. He pulls a shot up, off, no good. And there's going to be another foul on Messer. And he's got to be smart right here. I think that's 2 on him already. 6 fouls for Bethel already here in this first half.
It's more than 2.
Morris with the basketball now over to Crook. Top of the key. Little pump fake over to Griffin. Griffin looking inside. Back to Crook. Over to Morris. Now over in the corner, looks like that is Harden. Back to Crook, top of the key. Over to Morris, he pulls the shot, and it clanks off the back of the rim. Holloway there trying to get the rebound. It's going to be picked up by Bethel. Streaking down the front of the court is Vaughn, and it's going to be in and out of his hands and saved by Canton. Vaughn picks it up, and you can't go from the ground back to your feet. That's a travel, so that'll be a turnover for the Blue Demons. And it looks like there's going to be a full timeout here for Coach Robinson. We'll take a quick little break, and we'll be right back with more action from Canton Middle School. You're listening to 110 Broadcasting.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my #1 priority. I know that my truck has huge blind spots. That's why I remember to check my mirrors often for smaller vehicles. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're behind the wheel, try to avoid lingering in those blind spots. It can be dangerous. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
You're listening to 110 Broadcasting. Now let's go back courtside. Here's David Stiles.
And out of the break, Morris has the basketball, comes across half court for the Black Bears. Over to Crook now on this left side. Little stop in the lane, and it's going to be controlled, and another walk as Jackson Smith went to a knee and then stood up. And again, you can't do that. He's done that twice now, back to back, and it'll be Canton basketball. And it's going to be inbounded to Crook. Crook pulls up from deep, and it's good. Not surprised. His dad can stroke from downtown, too. Smith now ahead to Holloway, and they're going to say that he walked. Took a little bit, one too many steps there as he got ready for the pass, a little indecisiveness before he could decide what he wanted to do with the basketball. Over to Morris. Morris coming down this right side, over to Crook. He steps back, drives to the left, picks up his dribble, looking inside. He's going to kick out to Griffin. Griffin holding the ball low, looking inside, and it's going to be thrown inside, but stolen away by Vaughn. And now over to Rodomer. Rodomer across half court for a little guy. He's got some pretty quick handles. Now back over to Vaughn. Vaughn picks up his dribble, somewhere to go. Over to Rodomer now, over on the Bears logo on the far right. Griffin is there in defense. They're going to kick it over to Vaughn. Vaughn with the three, no good. Holloway there with the rebound. Shot up, no good. Up and down for Holloway, still no good. And it's still controlled by Bethel. Vaughn with the basketball, pulls it back outside. Pump fake, Rodomer pulls up from deep. Shot is no good. Controlled by Woods. It's still on the ground, and he has the basketball, and that's going to be a jump ball. Whew.
There's a lot right there.
A lot of that happened right there in that possession. As it will be Bethel. I think it'll Bethel basketball. They had the possession arrow. It was a jump ball. Bethel trailing by 14. Out to Holloway. He pulls from deep. No good. Rebounded by Crook. Ahead to Rana. Rana goes up on the right side and puts it in for the Bears. Now back over to Vaughn. Vaughn crossover across half court. Little jump stop. Pass outside to Holloway. Holloway looking inside. Pass to Watson. Deflected by Crook. Picked up by Mintz. Over to Morris. Morris across half court. Dribbles in the middle of the lane. Inside dish to Crook. Up no good on the right block. Rebound controlled for. And what a scrappy rebound there for Bethel as Lawson Boone really went after it. He said, this is my basketball. You're not taking it away from me.
My ball.
Mintz will inbound underneath Canton's own basket just to the left. Going to throw it out to Crook in the corner. He drives in. Shot up and good for Cooper Crook. Inbounded to, that again is, Lawson Boone. Over to Holloway. Holloway looking inside. Can't really find anywhere for it to go. Stolen away by Rana. Rana's up and puts it in. We'll have a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play as Canton extends its lead to 20.
I think this might be, well, never mind. I'm looking at some of these names, and some names are starting to add up to people that we might know.
Rana's shot up and good. Watson's going to inbound. He gets it over to Boone. Boone now coming across the left side. As Watson calling for the basketball in the corner, he picks it up, guarded by Crook. He turns around, throws it back to Boone. Holloway in the corner. He's looking for somewhere to go, dribbles out, and he picks up his dribble, tries to throw it across, and he does get it to Woods, and it's up and in.
Nice take by Woods there.
Crook now driving to the middle. Little jump stop, shot up, and he puts it through. Tough take there by Crook in the middle of the paint. And still full court pressure here by Canton as Rana is guarding Woods, and they're going to say that is a foul.
Yeah, that was a makeup for the first foul.
As Jackson Smith driving in, and it won't be a shooting foul, it is on the floor. So Bethel will take it out to the left of their basket. Watson looking for somewhere to go, throws it deep to Boone. Boone drives left over to Holloway. Holloway, the little pumps fake. His shot up and blocked by Morris. Crook ahead to Rana. Rana driving left. Shot up, no good. Controlled by Bethel. That is Smith taking it over on the right side, looking for somewhere to go, and he's just sold out to go right. Now he finally reverses to left, looking for someone to throw to. Holloway's there. Little stutter step in the lane. Holloway shot up and blocked by Miller. Now over to Morris. Morris driving to the right. He's got a lane down the right side. Shot is up and good. 1 minute to go here in the second period. Now over to Boone. Boone, little jump stop. He's going to kick it out to Woods. Woods with a three, no good. And it's going to be tried to controlled, and he's going to throw it in to the legs of Morris, and Morris controls it ahead to Mintz. Mintz shot up, out, and no good. Rebound controlled by Crook. Crook puts it through.
He's got a lot of points.
36 seconds left to go here in the second period as Smith gets it across half court. He's trying to go to the right, and it's taken away by Rana. Rana all by himself on the other side. Shot up. Smith there in defense, and it's up and good. No foul call.
No foul on that.
Watson has it over on the right side. Crossover trying to go left. Back over to Smith. Smith now driving to the right. Pump fake over to Holloway. Holloway looking inside on the corner. Drives in on Miller. Picks up his dribble. Over to Watson. Watson takes a dribble in. Kicks out back to Holloway. Now over to Boone. Back to Woods. Woods a little spin move, and that's the end of the quarter. As Bethel trails by a lot here at halftime. Canton 35, Bethel 8. We'll take a little quick break, and then we'll be back with the second half here at Canton Middle School.
Mike Rowe here with a gentle reminder that civilization is held together by pipes, wires, and cables. It's true. There are over 5 million miles of gas lines, power lines, fiber optic lines, water lines, and sewer lines, all buried beneath your feet. And every 60 seconds, somebody digs into one. Look, if you're thinking about digging around, do yourself a favor and call 811 first just to find out what's down there. Trust me, you don't want to find out the hard way. Call or click 811 before you dig and visit safeexcavator.com for more info.
Remember the last time your family visited the forest? It's a place of wonder and imagination for the whole family, where stories come to life. And it's closer than you think. Ready to plan your next visit? Make the forest part of your story today at a local park near you, or find one at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell trouble. They can spell risk if taken by someone they weren't prescribed for, harm if accidentally taken by a child or pet, or overdose if they're not used as directed. Safely dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop boxes. You may find these in your community at local pharmacies or police stations. Visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
Each year, vehicle trespasser and pedestrian accidents along railroads change the course of innocent lives, from train operators and passengers to families and first responders. Interacting safely with tracks and trains is the goal. It's important to be alert when approaching crossings. Never drive or walk around lowered gates. Do not walk on or beside the tracks. Trespassing is dangerous and illegal. Don't risk your life. Keep clear and stay safe. For more information, visit metrolinktrains.com/stay safe.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So, turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now, I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
The United States Deputy Sheriff's Association is a national nonprofit and the largest non-governmental provider of services to law enforcement. The USDSA assists city, county, state, and federal agencies with free safety equipment donations and officer survival training, along with cash donations to families of law enforcement officers who perish in the line of duty, college scholarships for the children of law enforcement, a citizen awareness program, and more. For more information on the USDSA and how you can help, visit usdeputy.org.
Welcome back to 110 Broadcasting. The game is underway. Let's go courtside with David Stiles.
And welcome back. Canton with a humongous lead for a middle school contest over Arch County rival Bethel, 35-8. And we're talking off mic here for a couple of minutes, and I'm not really surprised. Cooper Crook looks really good.
Really good. We don't have stats. I'd love to know how many points he has, but it's a lot.
Yes. And Morris, the ball handler for Canton, also very good basketball player. He has a number of points as well. And, again, you can just tell that this Canton group is well coached.
Yeah.
And a lot of that has to do with the man that coached here for so long, Stephen Ledford, who this court is named after here at Canton Middle School. So, I mean, that has a lot to do with it. His son's doing a great job leading the helm here.
Yeah.
In his place. I mean, he would still be coaching if he was still here with us. So.
And his son, is this Josiah?
Yes.
Okay, there's twins. What's Josiah and?
You're putting me on the spot, Craig. You can't do that.
Okay. Anyway, you were older. You were gone by the time.
I didn't get to see a lot of them play.
What about Philip? Did he see them? Do you know?
He did get to see them play. He thought they were good.
I just remember watching them play, and they never quit.
No, extremely hard.
They were 100% all the time, and that's how that's a good description for how these ball teams play.
The Canton
Bears,
they very disciplined. And you can see the fingerprints of how this kind of bled over to Pisgah basketball.
Yeah.
Where you play very hard, very very tenacious, and you play man-to-man defense, and you basically have to be able to play both ways to be able to play for this group. And so you're asked to do a lot. There's no kind of, okay, we're going to hide this person by playing this type of defense and put them on the lesser basketball player. No, to play on this group, you've got to be able to do defense, offense, and do the fundamentals, and Coach Ledford has definitely done that with this group.
Yeah.
Bethel, it's kind of the story of where, you just don't have enough kids. I mean, you've got a couple of good pieces here on this Blue Devil team. And
there's a couple really good pieces.
They've got some size. I mean, Nicholas Messer, Cale Holloway, both of those young men are very tall and very athletic. It has not translated to points here tonight at Canton Middle School.
No, I think Nicholas Messer went out with a few fouls. He has 6 of the 8 points.
Yeah.
So, where are your points coming from?
Well, and he's sitting on the bench because he's got so many fouls. I mean, what can you do?
Hard. Yeah, what do you do? So, I think it's fair to say we're not going to see a comeback. But I'm interested to see in the second half how active and engaged this Bethel team will stay, and the Canton team, because you're going to see some different things here. Canton has built their lead that's going to be sustained.
I would
venture
suspect
to see any way they're coming back from 27 points?
23 points.
23 points? Is that right?
I think so.
It's almost 30. 27 points, David.
There you go.
35 to 8.
Don't ask us to do math.
But that's a lot. That's a lot of points.
Especially in the middle school game. It's very hard to come back
from that
in a middle school game.
Very hard. So I'm curious to see what some of these other players will be able to do, because I'm sure Canton will be rotating a lot of players in. I think Bethel probably will too. So we'll get to see a few different players probably in the second half and see how they can adjust. And if they're still going to bring it, because they both brought it in the first half.
Both clubs
not
very hard
effort at all. So.
And looks like we do have an injury right here for Bethel. Looks like Jackson Smith, that is Camden Robinson with a little bit of a left wrist injury. Got some ice on it. So I'm sure that he'll be taken care of. And it looks like that starting 5 back out on the court for Bethel. Looks like we're going to have Jackson Smith, Cale Holloway, Tate Watson,
Boone in there,
Lawson Boone, and
Robinson.
And Nicholas Messer. And looks like for Canton, it will be Morris, Mintz, Crook, and Harden, along with Griffin. It'll be Bethel basketball here to start this third quarter. Watson to inbound. He's going to throw it in to Smith, and we are underway here in the third.
Canton's still on D.
And that'll be a carry, and another turnover here for the Blue Demons. And Canton has done a great job. I'm going to give them lots of props. They've done a great job. They've turned all these turnovers into points, and that's what you do. Over to Griffin now, over on that left wing. Again, they've switched sides, so Canton going from right to left. Crook with the basketball now over to Mintz. His shot up and good. So 2 more for the Black Bears. Bethel now with the basketball streaking down the right side. He's going to give it over to Holloway. Holloway in the corner. Now to Watson. Watson at the free throw line. Messer pulls a deep 3 and drains it. Morris now coming the other way for the Bears. Over on that right wing. Over to Crook. Cooper Crook driving left. Back over to Morris. Morris, little hesitation move inside to Mintz. Mintz up on the right side, shot no good. Messer there with the rebound, and he's going to try to go coast to coast. He's done that a couple of times. Up to Smith. Smith, little jump stop in the lane. His shot rattles in and out, controlled by Morris, going the other direction. Down the right side, Morris streaking. Little crossover, stolen by Smith.
By Bethel.
Smith now driving to the right. Holloway in the corner. He gives it up to him.
Messer
Holloway looking. Messer has turned his ankle
on the back
and then no
here.
one sees that, and they finally stop play as they finally
paying attention.
come out to get him. And I know that we've already had one Bethel athlete with the athletic trainer, and he cannot put any weight on that right ankle as he's going to go down to the ground. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to 110 Broadcasting.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my #1 priority. I know that my truck has huge blind spots. That's why I remember to check my mirrors often for smaller vehicles. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're behind the wheel, try to avoid lingering in those blind spots. It can be dangerous. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
Each year, vehicle trespasser and pedestrian accidents along railroads change the course of innocent lives. From train operators and passengers to families and first responders, interacting safely with tracks and trains is the goal. It's important to be alert when approaching crossings. Never drive or walk around lowered gates. Do not walk on or beside the tracks. Trespassing is dangerous and illegal. Don't risk your life. Keep clear and stay safe. For more information, visit metrolinktrains.com/stay safe.
Welcome back to 110 Broadcasting. The game is underway. Let's go courtside with David Stiles.
And welcome back. Nicholas Messer was finally taken off. He could not put any weight on that ankle, and he's being attended to. Bethel has control of the basketball, and they're going to inbound it underneath their own basket. And there's going to be a timeout now by Coach Robinson, as they just cannot get the play together. Everyone a little bit confused, and he's visibly frustrated.
Calling a play. He called it ever since they come out of the last, well, it wasn't timeout, but injury timeout, I guess we could call it. He's been calling this play, and they weren't prepared for it.
No.
And you can see, visible frustration on his face as he called a timeout.
And so we've also got another young man on the Bethel side. Looks like he's broken some fingers.
Yeah.
So
a lot of injuries.
This team definitely a little dinged up here for this contest against county rival Canton.
I'm curious, we're watching Canton. They're sitting, I guess, tied for second currently with Smoky Mountain in the conference.
And Macon just
and
running
then
away
Macon running away at 7-0. What do you think they look like? Because this Canton team looks like a machine.
Was really good.
So now Coach Robinson is out here visibly explaining
He's like,
the players where to stand for their inbound play.
Watson.
Let's see how this play works.
Inbound.
I see what it is. That's a good play.
It's a shot for a three, and it's good.
Good shot.
Look at that. Right out of the timeout, he was like, this is what we're doing. We're shooting threes. Morris with the basketball over on the right side. Reverses now to Crook. Crook down inside to Mintz. Mintz shot up, no good. Controls it, and they're going to say that was a foul.
That was Gavin Cantrell with the 3 for Bethel. I want to give him props there. The play worked.
Yeah.
Glad we got
he
to see
stroked it from deep.
He stroked that.
As Mintz will go to the line to shoot 2. I think they called that on Tate Watson. First shot is no good. Rattles in and out. Mintz got a pretty quick release. Kind of just floats it over there.
Yeah.
Second shot is up and good.
Pretty nice form.
Inbound to Lawson Boone. He drives over on the left side, picks up a screen from Holloway, but now picks up his dribble. Holloway with the basketball, kicks it outside to Cantrell. Cantrell loses the handle, picked up by Mintz. Mintz streaking down the left side, throws it up, and it's good.
He just kind of threw it up there and went in.
Yeah. When it's your night, it's your night.
Sometimes.
Lawson Boone being guarded closely by Morris. Full court pressure. He picks up his dribble, not even across half court. It's tipped away, and they're going to say that was not tipped, and it's a double dribble. That'll be a turnover on Bethel. And Coach Robinson is like, look, we got to come help the ball carrier. Get him some screens, go to the basketball. Morris now with the basketball across half court, inside, down low, kicked back outside. Shot is up and good for Crook.
We gotta get our eyes on this on the stat sheet sometime tonight. I gotta know how many points Crook has had.
Watson now with the basketball on the right side, little handoff. Now over to Lawson. He spins in the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound by Crook. Crook streaking down the middle of the court, does a little hesitation move, stops at the free throw line, back outside on the wing over to Morris. He pulls from deep, and it clanks off the back of the rim. Rebound by Canton, up and in for Harden, as he was in the right place with good position. Lawson now the basketball, trying to cross over. Still full court pressure from Canton. Crook steals it. He's going to drive into the middle. Little fake, shot up, blocked, no good. Rebound controlled by Morris, and he puts it in.
Not only is it still full court press,
and Watson cannot get the ball inbounded as he was being doubled. Lawson was being double teamed, and they call a 5-second, and that'll be a turnover for Bethel, and there's going to be a mass substitution here for Canton, as we've got a bunch of new kids out on the court for them. Looks like Stevenson out there. the kid in the fifth quarter that had a great fifth quarter, Lawning out there as well, along with Clemens and also Rana. Bethel also substituting, and looks like the clock is going to continue to run here as Canton has a pretty big lead. Inbounded to Weston. Weston shot up no good. Rebounded by Rodarmer. Rodarmer going down the middle of the court, and it's going to be stolen by Rana. He loses the handle. Rodarmer there, steals it back from him. Drives in on the right side, jump stop, looking for someone to pass to, in and out of the hands of I think that was Josh Lowe, and it'll be picked up by Canton. Lawning with the basketball. He throws it down inside to Rana, back outside to Lawning. Lawning drives in, shot up, no good, as it's blocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it's a foul on Tate Watson.
Rodarmer stuck with that the entire time. Stolen, but then he got it back. And then
very tenacious.
And very tenacious.
And this is a very young group for Bethel, too, I think.
Very young.
Lawning with his first shot, and it rattles in. He has the shooter's touch. Rana will check out, and looks like Smith checks in for the Bears.
But, like you said, there are some pieces for this Bethel team. There's some good talent on this team.
Second shot up and no good for Lawning. Tate Watson with a huge block out. Here's Lowe on the other side. His shot up, and it rattles in and out. Rebound being fought for, and finally it's going to be blown dead, and it's going to say that's a jump ball. It'll go to Canton. Inbound to Clemens. Clemens now going down the right side. Little crossover in the middle of the paint. Good move. Hesitation there for Clemens as he puts it up and in. Inbound to Watson. Watson going down the right side. He's going to try to take it all the way. Little jump stop. Pass outside to Rodarmer. Rodarmer streaking to the right. Passes it over to Gavin. Inside pass is picked off by Clemens. Intended for Watson. Clemens now a little jump stop in the paint. His shot is up and good as he banks it in. Rodarmer with the basketball coming across halfway, going as fast as he can down the right side. Shot is up and no good, and there will be a foul. And it'll be inbounded from the right side, and they're going to stop the clock.
They stop it there.
Stop it with 0.4 seconds.
2 minutes, and they stopped it with 0.4. I thought we were at a running clock.
And Woods is trying to say this is a shooting situation, and
it must be.
And Rodarmer.
That's why they stopped it, I guess.
That's why they stopped it.
Never mind.
He's going to. So this is a very interesting situation. They're going to let the clock run out, and they're going to let Rodarmer shoot his 2 free throws all by himself with no one else on the court. First one is up, and it clanks off a little short.
I at least want them to stand out there.
Yeah.
Even if they're not rebounding. Now you're sitting shooting by yourself. It's awkward.
Rodarmer with the second one. It is up, and he clanks it off. No good.
All eyes on him. That's kind of painful.
And that's it for this third period. But some good things there for Bethel in that third quarter. I mean, even though Canton has increased their lead,
they haven't quit, though.
They have not quit playing, and they're playing very hard.
Up.
So this will be a 6-minute running clock here to end this fourth quarter. And I expect Coach Ledford to let a lot of these younger kids get some more playing time.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Thanks for joining us tonight here on 110 Broadcasting. Again, the fourth quarter is brought to you by Better Homes and Garden Realty, and we just happen to have a realtor here with us as our color guy, good old Craig Messer. Craig, where can they reach you for all their realtor needs, buy, sell, trade, whatever?
I don't know about trading. I'm not come across that yet, but if you want to buy or sell a house or land in the Western North Carolina area, give me a call. My number is 828-400-2343. And I'm sure if you didn't catch that number, you can reach out to us on YouTube.
Through the chat.
Yeah,
Remember comment, like, subscribe here at 110 Broadcasting, bringing you the best sports from across the Carolinas. As the fourth quarter started, Rodarmer with the basketball for the Blue Demons. He's going to try to pass it inside. Picked up by Cantrell. Cantrell looking for somewhere to throw. He's going to try to cross-court it, and it's picked off by Clemens and then knocked out of bounds. Looks like that was Lowe streaking down the court, and it's off his knee, so it'll be Canton basketball. Stevenson inbounding underneath for Canton. Outside to Westner. Western now cross over to Plemons. Plemons dishes it off to Lanning. Lanning's shot up no good, rebounded by Rodarmer. Rodarmer reverses his court, almost had it stolen away there by Smith. Smith now in defense. They pass it outside to Vaughn. Vaughn's shot up no good. He follows it and is rebounded by Westner, and they'll say that was a hold as he didn't really have control of the basketball. And Coach Robinson's like, you know better than that. You can't just grab him from behind. Clemens now across half court, and it's stolen away by Lowe. He picks it up. He's going, Vaughn. He shoots a three, and it's short. Lowe saves it into the hands of Wester, and now it's back to Clemens. Canton basketball.
I don't blame him. Pull it up. You're down 40.
Why not?
Shoot the three.
Why not? Over to Lanning. Now to Stevens. Stevens drives in. Back outside to Lonning. Lonning driving to the right. Has a little bit of room. His dribble is stopped, though. Good defense there by Cantrell. Shot up and good for Smith as he lays it in for the Bears. They have a 40-point lead. Now outside to Woods. Dishes it back out to Cantrell. Cantrell shot up, no good. Rebounded now by Vaughn. He drives in on the right side, picks up the dribble, and throws it toward the rim as he's pushed. He'll get 2 shots. And an interesting thing to me, these kids are a lot of these kids shooting their free throws not right on the line.
Not. I've noticed that.
And they're short.
They're short. They've all been. A lot of them have been short tonight, and I mean he's backing up now another foot.
Yeah, I'm like no, we need to get a little bit closer.
On up there. Yeah, that doesn't. I don't understand that.
Dyson Vaughn for his second shot, and whatever we were saying, it worked. He got it to go.
He adjusted by moving backwards.
And that was good. He's going to check out as looks like Alex Brindle will come into the game. Clemens with the basketball, drives in the middle of the court. His shot up and good for the Bears. He's going to be a good player in a couple of years, I think.
This group they have out there right now, I would say, is probably all 6th graders. I would venture to say, wouldn't you?
Yes.
And they're going to be good.
Rodarmer with the ball, drives in. His shot no good. Rebounded by Clemens. Clemens kicks it ahead to Lonning. Lonning, little jump stop at the block.
There's that
Doesn't
jump slide.
have it. Kicks outside to Stevenson. Smith now with the basketball, looking for somewhere to go. Inside pass, picked off. Streaking down this right side is the very athletic Josh Lowe, and he did a little jump stop and slid. Couldn't really catch traction.
No, he didn't catch that traction there at all.
Lonning with the basketball now across half court for the Bears. Inside dish, down inside.
Well, and they didn't call it that way, but it was.
And they'll say it was a foul.
Foul.
He's going to go to the line to shoot a couple of free throws.
Well,
I think this is West right here shooting these free throws. Either West. We don't have a 34 on the roster.
It must be West.
It must be West. Second one up, no good. Clanks it through. Lonning with the rebound. His shot up, no good. Controlled ahead, pushed ahead to Rodarmer. He's all by himself. Rodarmer's shot up and good. Good pass ahead that time by Josh Lowe as he hit Rodarmer. And Bethel lays it in for 2. Clemens now with the basketball outside to Lonning. Lonning probing. They pass it inside, picked off by Lowe. Lowe looking for somewhere to go with the basketball, and they're going to call a foul on West as he was all over Josh Lowe, and he was just trying to look for the outlet pass, get it to Rodarmer and get the heck out of there. Rodarmer now with the basketball, kicks it over into the corner, and it's tipped out of bounds by Smith.
Oh, we're calling a play, an inbound play. Let's see.
So far, the inbound plays from Coach Robinson have been spot
good.
on.
Let's see how this one goes. They're running it. They're running it.
Lowe looking for someone to pass to. They get it inside to Carver Robinson. He's up and good.
He's called 2 inbound plays, and they both worked perfectly.
Clemens with the basketball now at the free throw stripe, drives in, kicks out to Smith. Smith looking right, back outside to Lonning. Lonning dribbles with the left hand, now reverses back outside to Smith. They kick it inside, stolen by Lowe, knocked out of bounds. And Craig, this one's about over. We're nearing the end. 44 seconds left.
Ticking down.
Smith the inbound. They get it inside to West, and it's stolen away by Rodarmer, the scrappy little number 1. He can't be all of 4 feet tall.
No, probably not.
He's a scrappy little guy, though.
Yeah,
He's been all over the place
He's
tonight.
not back down, has he, from anybody.
Road Armor with the basketball. Bryce crosses over now. He's trying to get some points. He drives into the right side. Shot up and no good.
That was a good take.
He's going to get another chance at some free throws. And again, like you said earlier, very intimidating to shoot free throws with nobody out there.
Yeah. See, and they're going to do the same thing. And that's – let them stand there for him.
This is so strange. I've never seen anyone have this happen
I wouldn't want
twice in a game.
I would not want this.
Bryce Road Armor right here tries to put 2 through and almost hits the first one. Can't get it to go. I'd really like to see him hit one of these, at least get to 20.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And look, the ref saying, you got this, dude. Come on. Nail this one. Shot is up, and it clanks off the front of the rim, and that's the basketball game, ladies and gentlemen. Bethel with some key injuries to Nicholas Messer and I think Camden Robinson. But this Canton team, man, Josiah Ledford has got those boys coached up right. They looked very impressive tonight here at Canton Middle School as they take this one 56-19 over county rival Bethel Middle School.
Yeah, that was a whooping.
That's about all you can say.
But, you know, give it to Bethel. They didn't quit.
No, they played very hard all night long.
A lot of teams quit.
And if you're just now joining us, too, you missed a heck of a girls' game.
Yeah, the girls' game.
Bethel was able to beat Canton, I think, 29-25 there in the fourth quarter. They were down 1 point, 17-10 at halftime, and came back and won that contest. So thanks for joining us tonight here on 110 Broadcasting. Craig, any parting words of advice here?
No, I had a great time. Thanks for allowing me to be here with you, and thanks again to Coach Crook, or should I say Principal Crook?
Principal Crook and
Joshua Simmons.
And Joshua Simmons for letting us come out and broadcast this. Also, a big shout out to my former boss, Sean Parrish. She's the principal over there at Bethel Middle School. She does a great job. And to Coach Green, the athletic director at Bethel. She helped us out a lot with some rosters and some information about the teams. Again, like she said, like we were talking, I coached at Bethel, went to Bethel. Love being a part of the Bethel community and love being a part of this Canton community as well. A strong showing tonight here for these young athletes at the middle school rank, and I think Pisgah has a lot of things to look forward to in the future. A lot of bright spots here in this contest.
There's some good players going to be up there, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah, and if you need any realty advice,
give me a call.
Contact Craig. Again, comment, like, subscribe. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys, and we've had a great time. We'll talk to you guys again some other time. Thanks for joining us.